Hello, hello. We're live. We're going live a little bit early tonight for I think is kind of a cool reason. I'm enjoying watching this because we're playing Action World Movie or Action Movie World. Don't say that wrong. Trademark. No. Made by Flatline Games, powered by the Apocalypse. So make sure and check this out. They've kind of already, if you know anything about the system, or if you don't, I'll start and put links in some of the chats and stuff. So right now they've already created their actor, and now they're about to create the players, if I'm not correct, right, Dallas?
Yeah, that's correct. They're characters that they'll be portraying.
Cool. So the characters they're going to be portraying in the movie that they've come up with, and I just thought it'd be cool if people are interested to see that. So I'm going to kind of disappear for a while they do all that stuff and kind of give the reins to Dallas and go from here. I just thought it'd be kind of cool for everybody to watch. Go ahead.
Okay. Do you want to do like everyone's intro real quick right now?
That's up to you. I mean, if you want to go ahead and do what you want to do, because I think this is kind of I feel like this is your session 0, which is kind of cool, and it's kind of cool to see that process. So if you want to reiterate who they are just as an actor, that might be cool.
Yeah,
and then go from there.
Okay, so yeah, if you're just tuning in, as Scrooge was just mentioning, my name's Dallas. I'm trying to hopefully run a successful Action Movie World game tonight. And we have 4 people that I'm so glad are joining me, and some others that unfortunately we wish could be but can't be with us. But we always hope the best, and we'll see them soon. So real quick, since we were just about to get into character names, I thought it was a good idea to say who you are really. This is the dude playing the other dude right now. Who you are really, who your actor is, and then who you're going to be portraying. Just real quick, like just all that. We'll see if the audience can keep up with it, and then we'll keep going with the setup. So we'll go, I guess, from the lead, since we'll go that way, so it makes sense. We have that determined already. So lead, who are we going to be focusing on this evening with the craziest stuff, probably?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
so I am, for those of you who don't know, the player is Nick.
Check.
And my actor is Sean Kingston, the pugilist. He's been studying the way of the fist and the sword for quite some time, knows multiple forms of martial arts, as well as a little bit of wrestling. And for this movie, this will be his first lead debut. He's been background characters in a few other movies, but this is sort of his breakout as a lead.
Okay.
Yeah. And he's done a few like fighting tournaments here and there, like randomly. But I think the character name. Yeah, character name will be. Oh, jeez. I'm horrible with names.
I mean, if anyone has ideas, are you willing for suggestions?
Well, what I was thinking was sort of like an outsider kind of character, kind of trying to make his way in this new place and sort of make a name for himself, kind of a thing. And he finds out that he's actually like some sort of chosen one. We'll see.
I would say if it's a ninja movie made in the 80s by America, he's got to be super American.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I was thinking something like John something.
John Red, White, and Blue. John Flag.
I was thinking that one too, actually.
Let's see.
Sam Francisco.
San Francisco.
Sam Francisco.
Yep.
That's how that makes me seem like he has a little bit of like what's
San Francisco. Great names so far.
right, but yeah,
I'm just writing them down anyway. I'm sorry.
right. Okay. Da.
Yeah, this is always the hardest part, is coming up with names.
So
Yeah.
it's like almost like in his first debut of his ninja flick, Sean Kingston is.
It's got to be the most baseball and apple pie name.
Ooh.
I mean, the most common, like, quote unquote American name is John Smith.
John Smith. Yeah, true. I mean, it's the unidentified of the identified. Yeah.
I mean, technically unidentified is, I believe, John Doe.
No, John Doe. Thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
John Doe.
Yeah. Like, Smith is sort of like an iconic, like, white person name, if I remember correctly. So,
John.
yeah, sure, we'll go with Smith. Why not?
Okay.
John Smith.
Which I've known probably two, at least in my life, actually. Yep.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yep.
I don't know, to
Fine.
be honest.
Okay, so we got John
I don't know any
Smith.
person. Yeah.
And let's see, what kind of gear set would John Smith have in this film? In this ninja
Let's
film?
see. What do we got here?
You can pick. So everyone gets a ninja outfit, of course. A mask, in a color of the player's choice. It's up to you. You can have decorations on it if you want. Everyone also receives a katana, a dagger, and shurikens.
Mhm.
All right, so you all have that. Typical ninja gear, standard.
Mm-hmm.
But then you also get one extra
Either-
ninja weapon. So what is your
either a-
specialization? Yeah.
Combo stuff and chaku. Layered ninja clothing. What? Okay, I think I understand what that.
Right. It's you'd wear an extra layer of kimono
Yeah.
if you want a little bit of armor.
Of armor. Yeah. I'm thinking. I like the
Hey,
idea of the bow staff.
Guys, I'm sorry, I'm live tonight, like conducting this. I didn't tell you, but I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm thinking bow staff.
Classic hero weapon.
Absolutely.
Sorry, what did you say?
Going with the bow staff.
Okay.
It was either that or the nunchaku, but I'm thinking bow staff.
Okay. You got a bow staff. All right.
Yep.
Sweet. +1 to stealth moves. Nice. All right. So then we got Toddington. Who are we?
Yes. Hello, I'm Patrick. I am playing Toddington Gab. Though in our movie, I am playing Callum Zone, or simply Calzone.
Wait, Calzone?
Yes, Callum Zone, or simply
Calzone.
Calzone.
Okay.
Zone. Okay.
Sorry. I missed the split there for a second. I was like, what?
Yes, he goes by Cal, and it just happened to be his last name is Zone.
Zone.
Okay. Gotcha. All right. So Callum Zone. Such a good. All right. Ahead of his time. Or his parents were ahead of their time when they named him. What a name.
Right?
What a name. All right. So Callum Zone is what type of? Let's see. What type of ninja gear would Callum take?
I think Callum is gonna take the nunchaku.
All right. Fanciness. A little show off.
Yep.
Yep, those are pretty hypnotizing sometimes to the eyes. Same thing with bow staffs, though.
To be honest, I've actually played around a little bit with like staff stuff and like personally, like as a person. So they're pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's all like random stuff because I don't actually have actual training. It's just me playing around.
Oh, but that's the fun.
Yeah.
That's the fun.
Just don't break your own bones or anything. Be careful.
Yeah.
I've also done some fire spinning with staff as well, so just a little bit.
Okay, so we got Callum Zone, and then so yeah, Patrick playing Toddyton playing Callum, and Marvin.
All right, so I'm going to be playing the smooth operator Jackson Gladstone, who's also going to be playing the ninja. Let's go with that. Shadow Fox.
Nice.
Oh, excellent, great name.
Yeah. My kids like those G.I. Joe shows, you know.
That is what I'm talking about. There you go.
Yeah.
All right, so Shadow Fox. All right, and what type of arsenal does Shadow Fox keep close at hand?
Well, I already got the smoke bombs. So let's go with the choking gas bombs.
Oh.
No, double up on smoke.
Oh, okay. I got you. So, yeah, so you have the puff of smoke as your move, right?
Mhm.
And you also take some choking gas. Okay, cool. All right. Let's see. And then Michael.
Okay. I am playing Gunnar Boomstick. I am a very serious method actor hailing from an indeterminate European location. I have been in movies by great directors such as Ingmar Bergman, but yet I have money troubles, so I find myself starring in this Hollywood ninja picture. I will try and maintain my dignity, even as I am playing a character apparently named Master Card.
Indeed, but an important role nonetheless.
They did spell it with a K. Never leave home without me.
Already dropping them one-liners. So necessary. So necessary for this genre of films.
I imagine because I am somewhat older than the other actors, I will be playing the role of the wise master type. Perhaps rather insulting. I do not yet have any gray hairs. But to help the movies, appeal amongst the youth, I have been placed in charge of a new wave club that the movie's soundtrack can be played from diegetically.
Oh.
I find this disgraceful, but I will do my best because I respect the craft.
As always, upkeep the craft.
Mm-hmm.
And your fan base. I'm sensing a possible what do you call that? Sponsorship in the works here, MasterCard.
Oh, I'm certain money exchanged hands. Oh, and I bet there's going to be way more product placement too.
I'm probably going to be looking for some of that, actually, out of you.
Man.
Part of a contract the director doesn't know wholly about, but Gunnar Boomstick does. Love it. All right, so now that we know who our players are, our actors, and our characters, so let's see. All right, so our lead, Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
I know you got all those fancy moves and everything. You know, you're quick as lightning and all that stuff. We got the cameras to keep up with you and everything. We got those fancy ones for this. This wasn't cheap, but I'm gonna be
Better
looking
look cool.
for you. I might be looking for you to like, really sort of control things a bit. Sorry, I'm looking for something here and I missed it. But basically, I'm gonna be looking for you to put a little swagger in what you're doing in this movie. Give me a little attitude. Not just the fanciness.
I'll see what I can do. It's not usually my shtick, but I'll give it a shot.
All right, cool. So basically, whenever anyone rolls a 10 plus, you add a tick to your star power.
Okay.
And you got to roll the 10 plus on that like targeted move, right?
Oh, okay.
So for you,
Swagger.
it would be agility. If you roll a 10
Oh,
plus on
okay.
anything
Oh,
with
yeah, the
agility
targeted.
ever,
Okay.
you
Yeah,
get
yeah,
a star power tick, right? But now, if you pull off a little bit of swagger for me on some moves,
Gotcha.
that's what I'm looking for. All right, a little diversity in your acting. So if you do agility or swagger, that'll add a tick to your star power.
Cool.
And possible more chance for better experience because you're doing something in a move you're not. So I don't know how strong your swagger is. But that's what I'm looking for. Oh, all right, sweet. I picked well. All right. Hey, I call rolling.
It's actually better than my magnetism. So.
Oh, maybe I should have looked for that first. But
Maybe you should have.
Oh well. Oh well. So that's what I'm going to be looking for a little bit. Let's see. Toddington.
Yes.
We all know how motivational you are, and how you can sort of like power through things with the effect of people not realizing what you can actually do with that. But also, I'm going to be looking for a little bit of some emotion from you, like some real, actual, deep emotion, not just surface, aggression or nervousness. So give me some drama.
Excellent. That's one of my key features.
Perfect. Let's see, Jackson.
Yeah, boss.
We all know that your character tends to pull anybody in with your smooth moves, but sometimes our lead and other people need a little bit of backup. I'm gonna look for you to give a little bit of muscle into certain things.
It's gonna be kind of tough. Still got that injury from serving in the war and everything.
Well, if I remember correctly, your contract probably will cover some doctor bills, so I think you'll be up.
I'll do my best.
Cool. And Gunnar.
Yes.
As fast flying as your hands tend to be with objects and other things that you get a hold of, I'm going to be looking for you to see if you can put some moves on people while our smooth operator might be doing some other things. So do your best to pull some magnetism out of somewhere on somebody.
Oh boy, I got a 0 for that one.
Okay. All right. So now everyone everyone knows their key strength and something else, whether it was weakness or not. I just tried to give something really different to everybody to look for as a director is trying to expand your horizons, basically,
And we got to roll a +10 in that stat.
A 10 plus, right?
Oh boy.
Yeah.
That's to get star power.
Right, but remember that 10 plus works for your first targeted one, whatever that may be, and then the one that I suggested. So it's 2 chances now for you to go up.
Gotcha.
One sometimes is at a handicap, and one's definitely based upon your strongest skill. But it depends on what kind of playbook setup you guys chose too. Okay, so here's now the fun part. Villains.
Oh yes.
Ooh.
Villains. We now know who you are, who you're portraying, what you like to carry on yourself because of who that character is, and what their strengths and some possible other second strengths could be. What do you think a good villain for this movie could possibly be? There's two main setups. So I would like to try to base it off of that just for some ease, but then we can also, tailor. So what are you guys sort of seeing as a villain? Do you think more of like the Yakuza lord type that wants to expand their influence, wants to basically corrupt as much as possible in their own manner of what's currently going on in society? Or do you think it'd be a little bit more fun to go for the master ninja, someone who wants to be hidden, but is definitely someone who is a match or possibly more than a match for your own abilities?
I kind of like the Yakuza Lord, personally.
Okay.
It kind of works with what we were sort of initially starting with, like the flashiness and sort of like the
Michael
modern
Mann.
kind of a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. But family friendly.
Yes.
Yeah. Somehow.
We'll figure that out as we go along.
We're
Yeah.
knocking them out. We're not killing them.
Yes.
Oh, so we're going like surf ninjas, kind of? Family friendly?
Maybe.
That's a
That was
bit
90s,
too
I know.
cheesy.
Oh, so are you thinking like PG-13?
PG-13. I
Okay.
think that would work. Not
So we can
some
say ass.
rated R, chop off his head and everything.
Right.
All right.
So
So no excess violence. Sounds good.
There will be some stabbing, gunshots, possibly.
Just can't say the F word too many times.
Yeah, no, I don't even know if you can drop that in the 80s.
I think it's like
We get
once.
one. We get exactly
one.
one.
Oh,
All right, well,
boy.
we'll try to reserve that, see if anyone catches it. That'd be a good gimmick to put in there. Only one F. We'll
One
see if we
swear.
can keep to
Oh,
it.
wow.
Um,
I think the lead should be able to drop that one.
oh, of course, that's who's definitely allowed to do it more. But yeah, well, I'm not going to try to say no to someone who drops an awesome one-liner with it or something.
Yeah.
Um,
Do we still need to do relationships or something?
yes,
We have
yeah,
not
we gotta think about that. But first, I'm just trying to go in order of what it suggests, and that is that we go over the villain, so we know what you're up against now that you know who you are.
Yeah.
And then your relationships could determine how you're agreeing to go against this person and why.
Okay, yeah.
All right, so who are we Patrick says Yakuza Lord. That's his first up. Any agreements, disagreements?
I agree.
I think
Sounds
I
like
like
was
that
agreeing.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're gonna make up a Yakuza Lord. Does it matter who they are at all,
Hmm.
as far as like gender-wise goes?
Not
If you haven't,
really, no.
if you want to imagine this person coming to be, does it help to have that, or does it help to them to be like mysterious?
I think mysterious would help.
Ooh, mysterious.
expect-
Yeah, I kind of
Okay,
like
so
that idea.
We'll throw a tinge of the master ninja of the mystery in with the Yakuza. Okay, cool.
Mhm.
So mysterious. But you know them by a certain name, even though you don't know what they are truly. Who is this Yakuza Lord of the underground crime world that's obviously known to everybody?
Mm.
Right. I think they might want to go by one name, just one word that strikes fear into the underworld,
I'm loving it. Yep. What's a good, solid, single fear-striking name of the underground? And it doesn't have to be in like any kind of like metaphor or anything. It'd just be like straight up something.
Mhm.
Hmm.
I mean, before that whole like one name thing came to mind, I was just thinking just like a random name of just like Boss Cho or something like that. But if we're doing like a single name, then that wouldn't work.
That's just
Yeah.
my idea. Anybody else has an idea?
We can still throw a Boss Cho in there, but
Yeah.
let's keep it on the board for now.
Cool. Yeah.
Our Yakuza Lord might have several bosses or something. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Like underbosses. Yeah.
How about the centipede?
Love it.
Okay, yeah. I like that.
Yeah.
Who really
Solid
likes
for-
the centipede on them, right?
Yeah.
Nobody.
He's got 100 arms.
That's the name of his organization.
100 arms.
100 arms.
Yep, the 100
The
arms.
centipede.
I like that.
100 arms, and the young ones they train are called the claws, perhaps, or the talons. The 100 arms, the talons, the claws.
Ooh, Talons is a good one.
Don't. They can be like the foot soldiers.
All right, this is awesome. Yes. Okay, so we have our mastermind Yakuza Lord, known as the Centipede. No one knows what they're maybe really called yet, unless you want to come up with that too. They could have an actual name, but we still don't know who, like if they're male, female, or not. So if you want to give them a real name, like I heard they're called this, but they go as the Centipede. Awesome. So the Centipede controls the 100 arms. Let's see. What are some of the Centipede's like main things? What are they known for? What's like one of their main motives? Is it the first time you've heard of them? Have they resurfaced several times? What's like an overall main arching motive to give them? And then like, what's like a look for them? Like simple look, a simple technique, something like that.
Let's see. Oh man, it's got to be the ruthless acquisition of power.
Yeah.
Right.
I was thinking they're upstarts.
All right, so they're expanding their influence, right? Wants to corrupt.
Yeah, they're trying to take over like I think they're a splinter group of the Yakuza, and they're trying to take over.
Ooh, okay. So they're not the main one of the triads or the factions. Okay,
They're trying
the
to take over one, if not all of them. All of the.
But like they took on one of the biggest groups and knocked them out immediately. Like that's what's their big claim to fame. Just like they came in
fast.
hard, they came in new, and they smashed one of them.
rising fast.
Yeah.
All right. So the 100 arms made note, or everyone else made note of them. The Centipede came in, smashed. You can make up a rival faction that's already down, so you can talk about that. Be like, oh, we already know that this faction's out if you want to. So their main thing is to basically get to the top. Okay.
I mean, if you really think about it, they could have actually, because like, usually the triple threat triad or like the other group that are usually against the Yakuza, so we could say that the 100 arms actually took out the triad, and so they're the new rivals. Unless.
I mean, I think a thing of like the 80s when you had the Yakuza is they're always like, and this is like 80s era racism directed at Japan, but it was always like they're the scary foreign gangsters, like in the 80s Punisher movie.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So it would be
Okay.
like they
Yeah,
took
yeah.
out like the mafia, the
So,
good
like,
American
like
gangsters.
either the Russians or the Italians or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that works too. I was just sort of throwing out something. So
Yeah. So I know that was the thing in the 80s. It was like Japan is scary and is coming for us. Even
Right.
like Back to the Future Part 2. It's
Yeah.
lots of stuff.
so they were like sort of like the Asians to like the Russian and Italian mobs.
Um,
So
Yes.
either way.
but the idea is that they're on the rise for the big seat, basically, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Whether they're considered to be
in our
whether-
city.
whether they're considered to be like really small or not compared to the world, but they're on their way up.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if they actually take over the Yakuza, they'll be worse than they've ever been before.
So
Talking like blood in the streets sort of thing.
yes, but not in this film. Not blood flowing in
Right.
the street.
Then it'll be bad for the city.
So we have to think of like a major rival for them then. So the 100, the 100 arms would hate, or the next thing to take out possibly. Who's their next
Right.
big
Yeah.
stepping stone, to power? So let's think of that. Who would their big rival be? Because it sounds like your small group wouldn't be that, but getting in the way.
I mean, like, we could either be, like, our small group could be like, do you think we would be part of this other group that the 100 Arms are trying to take over, or would we be like?
That we can get to on when we get to the players' relationships, how you know each other, and or why you have the drive to go against. I just want to flesh out the villain.
Sure. Yeah.
So we got this strong sense of this thing you're trying to overcome.
Cool.
So right now we know Mysterious. We got Centipede, 100 Arms trying to take over a rival faction because most likely something else is standing in their way. At least one rival, right? So we got to name them. That would be important. The Centipede. What terrifies everyone else about them? How did they come in so quick? Like, what's their method? Are they like just so many? Like, as the 100 Armed states there actually is like 100 at once that always gets you? Are they like a poisonous kind of dealing thing? That's how they kill quickly. Do they actually use insects? Like, this is 80s action. So like, what do they do? Do they throw centipedes at people?
I'm gonna say deadly animal attacks is their primary.
Yes, I'm
deadly centipedes.
Do they strap centipedes to their hands when they strike? The centipede also strikes you or something like, or is that the name of their style, like tiger style, mantis style, centipedes? Yeah. Like they all form in like 100-person combination. What's their fear? Like, why does everyone? What's that?
I like the idea of they use dangerous exotic animals to attack their victims.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm cool with that.
I was thinking
even in their
either
sleep,
that or
right?
like maybe like poisons like from different bugs like scorpions or something like that, like scorpion venom or something.
Okay.
In their weapons or something.
Yeah, because I mean it could be like night attacks or whatever that they're known for, But dangerous exotic, like insects, animals. And poisons. Okay, cool. So they are just all around. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, it's a famous Hollywood saying: "Don't work with animals, kids, or on the water." So we just got to work in like they're gonna take over the boardwalk, and there's a kid involved somehow.
I like this.
Okay, all right, there we go. We thought it was just like them messing around with underground world stuff, but like now maybe like. Just everyday people on the boardwalk are going to get affected by whatever's going on in this battle.
The beach is a classic 80s movie location, or the boardwalk.
That's also a good side one. Awesome. Okay. The public gets involved accidentally, or maybe purposefully.
Maybe, yeah.
Okay, so let's see. So. Does the centipede have a certain look? Do they wear a mask? Do they have a certain like clothing style? Like when if everyone looked, I'd be like, it's the centipede. How do you know? Like just
they better because it's got to be like we got to be able to sell costumes.
Yes, yeah, merchandising.
They all like the foot soldiers wear bug masks.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's very cool.
I was thinking also like maybe like they're out like. You see like a centipede like circling around in like with their costume. It looks like they have like a centipede circling around their outfits, but it's actually like embroidery in the outfit.
Yeah.
Okay, so bug mask with like very intricate insect designs.
Yeah.
Almost seems like it's moving or something.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's also thinking like a tattoo for the Yakuza.
Yeah,
well, there is the iconic Yakuza tattoo as well.
Well, they're definitely the centipedes and the 100 Arms are definitely going to have that as a primary focus of the ones they have to have as part of the organization. You'll know they're a centipede or part of the 100 Arms because they have that telltale one, and we'll probably have to say that one's the longest one on the body. Is the longest chain. Literally goes across from like maybe one wrist all the way across the backside to the other wrist.
Yeah.
Like super long.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think this will be a very accurate portrayal of the actual Japanese Yakuza.
Of course
not.
not.
Given
Of course not. It's an 80s action movie.
No, everyone, please understand we're taking crazy liberties.
Yes.
But all in good fun. That's all it's about. All in good fun. But yeah, that'll be their telltale thing, and we can say the centipede has maybe like the more elaborate version one or something like that.
Yeah.
Plus a mask that perhaps has more arms coming out of it to denote sort of like stealing like from Aku from Samurai Jack, just like
Oh,
more
yeah.
tail, or like Medusa effect,
like a
something.
like a headdress kind of a thing, or like
Yep.
maybe like a something in the collar.
Yeah,
Just-
just cool silhouette.
Bigger the hat, more important, right? More terrifying. Yeah, something that's more terrifying looking than the rest of the. Don't get me wrong, the other bug masks are going to be terrifying to people. So okay, that's cool. And then all right, so the next up is our relationships. So who are you as ninjas? How'd you guys sort of meet each other? And why come together to take on the centipede? As a simple, idea behind that. All right, so it says that
Possibly.
there's some sample relationships, but seriously, don't roll for it. Pick one off there or make one up if you want to.
So it does say like the player to his or her
Yeah.
left, but I don't know
Right.
how we're gonna do that.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm start with you on my screen, Nick, since you're our lead,
Yes. 'Cause
and
that's
literally to the left of you on my screen is Patrick.
right. Okay.
Awesome.
I'm just gonna go that way. All right. So
Okay.
so because you're lead, I think it affects. I think you should just keep going first in choices of things.
Yeah, well, it does say with the relationship. It does say start with the lead. So,
Right.
Yeah.
It's always best to go that way. So we'll go with
Yeah.
that. So to you,
Mhm.
to Patrick, what's something that Sean and Toddington would have?
Yeah, it's John. Yeah, but I
what?
realized that character is John.
Oh, I apologize. Yeah,
No, it's
totally. You're cool. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
So yeah, how does John and Callum set up for this film together?
Yeah.
Reincarnated lovers.
Ooh.
Your souls are claimed. I'm just reading from the top down.
No, yeah.
Your souls are claimed.
Yeah.
Your souls are claimed. I'm literally reading from top down. Your
Right.
souls are claimed by a demon, former Yakuza members, a sword, hundreds of years old. Members of rival schools, now allies. Love the same person. Yep. Members of the same ninja clan. Always a fun one. Shared thirst for revenge. Maybe not in this. I don't know. We'll see how this one goes. The war. Which war? The Yakuza war.
Yeah.
You thought you killed
you'd
one
kill
another. Oh, wicked.
The lost medallion.
Or make one up.
Right. I kind of like either like rival schools or members of the same clan.
You think you would have more enemies or more friends? John Smith,
I sort of thought of John as sort of like an outsider kind of a thing. So maybe
rival.
I think maybe rival school is now allies. It's like
I like that.
Because you've changed. Maybe you've
like maybe like oh, this just popped in my head. Maybe I when I was a kid I grew up in the city and then I left and came back. And so I met up with sorry, I'm blanking on character name.
Callum.
Callum, yeah. Sort of like we had like this little rivalry in school, and then I left and came back, and they were like, "Wait, I know you, but
John
you seem
Smith.
cool now." Yeah, it's like, oh, you're cool now. So, it's sort of we need to, or maybe it was more of we used to be enemies, but now we need to unite in order to take out this group.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. So used to be rivals from school, growing up, and your training. Now allied. All right. So John and Callum. Okay. Callum, how does what's your connection to Shadow Fox?
Ooh.
How do you and Shadow Fox have a relation?
I think we're both former Yakuza members.
Yeah.
Oh, sick. All right. All right.
We
So,
were of the family that got squashed by the centipede when they first showed up.
Mhm.
Whoa, revenge.
I like
okay,
that a lot.
so former Yakuza with Shadow Fox. How else would you get a name like that? Love it. All right. No, we'll see what Shadow has to say about it. Awesome. Okay, so former Yakuza. And then we'll elaborate on this a little bit more then. Okay, so yeah, Shadow. How do you have a connection to MasterCard? These names, fucking love them.
MasterCard. Okay, let's see.
So good, so good.
Ah, a shared thirst for revenge.
Ooh, I like
Okay.
that. I think my guy is reluctant to get back in the game.
But we gotta stop the centipede, man. Or
I
else
just want
everyone's
to-
gonna suffer.
I just want to run my new wave club and play songs by Hall and Oates.
All right. Perhaps that will have to come in as some key movie moment music.
Mhm.
All right, so you got a shared revenge with MasterCard, you and Shadow. Cool. And then MasterCard. How does the relationship go with you and John Smith? What is their connect?
I think maybe you're members of the same ninja clan. If I'm sort of like, kind of the older, like Obi-Wan figure.
I was thinking of the cliche. You were my former master.
Oh yeah, that could be it. Is that in there?
I think that was just. I don't think that's in the list, but it.
Okay, no,
Sort
that
of.
makes a lot of sense.
It works.
Mhm.
And then you think we like, did I abandon you or did you abandon me? Or did I finish training you?
I think I. Yeah, I did say that I left for a while, so I think I left to sort of train under someone else for a little bit, and then came back, and heard about all of this.
All right.
All right, so MasterCard is the former master of John Smith.
Mhm.
All right. What is the name of your clan that you were part of?
Ooh, it's got to be a heroic animal,
Do
not a
it.
centipede.
Right.
Do
I
it.
mean, I in my head, like my character's ninja outfit had a tiger motif, but I don't know if we
Ooh,
wanna
yeah,
keep that
tigers
as,
are
like, a
good.
full-
Okay. Are we going with like just Tiger Clan?
I mean, maybe the Golden Tiger clan.
Golden Tiger Clan.
Color in
Sounds
there.
imposing. Golden Tigers.
Sure.
Or Silver Tigers. That sounds
Silver
cool
Tigers.
too.
So,
Sounds a little more fantasy. So Silver Tigers.
All right, we'll go with Silver Tiger. And you get the kind of the white tiger motif, which is always cool.
A little more rarity going in there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Silver Tiger Clan. All right. Okay, so Silver Tiger Clan is definitely still a probably prominent and effective one. So let's see. All right, so John, you're now allied to Callum. What brought that on a little bit?
Well, as I
What
was
was
sort of
what was a clicking moment, just like something simple, something
Right.
that like we're like, oh, I didn't realize you weren't that bad, or is it like, oh dang, thanks for saving me, or vice versa, like maybe he got you out of a pickle, and it's like, holy crap, I didn't think you'd actually do that,
right.
for me.
I kind of like the idea. I like the idea that it wasn't a like hate rivalry; it was a friendly rivalry.
Your
We
school
just
is
sort
better
of
at shadow magic. Yeah, well, my school is better at.
yeah. Um, and so we would always like challenge each other to see who was better, and so I think when I came back, I had no idea what was going on with Centipede and this new group, and I ran into Callum and was just like, "Hey, do you want to spar real quick, just to see how far we've come?" And then after like we sparred, like it was
Oh.
like so close that we were like, "Hey, you're really good at this," and Callum was just like, "You can help us out with this."
Ooh, okay. Oh, I'm seeing something form here. All right, so Callum, what would you call your clan that you're from?
There is a
If you
suggestion
wanna-
in cat from a one cat Cahill, the Honey Badger clan.
Nice.
Ooh.
I saw that. I love it, and I'm so in for this.
Okay, so all right.
Thank
so
you very much, Cat.
Honey Badger clan. I'm gonna say your clan's definitely gonna play a role in what's going on here. Probably one's not around anymore or something.
Yeah.
There's gonna be some
probably.
joining. There's gonna be some joining, I think, for some serious reasons. But alliances are made, sometimes better for those. Nice. I like this. Okay, so former clans. Some people have former masters. That you said Mastercard and Mastercard and John Smith are still in close connection or distant.
These are my former students, so I think we have grown apart.
Okay, but not
Maybe
like hatredly.
No, I think I was sort of. No, yeah, I would say maybe Mastercard was just like you would benefit from outside learning.
Like I've done what I can, kind of deal.
I think, yeah.
I've trained you as much as I can.
Yeah. Or,
Okay.
Or maybe I was, well, it's either that or maybe I was just sort of maybe being a little bit uppity and just being like, I'm gonna try these other things out, but
Oh, you kind of ran away before I was finished with you?
maybe there was just like one last test that like I was just like, no, I don't want this to end.
Ooh,
So I'm gonna
one last
train
test.
I'm gonna train elsewhere to see if I can get better and show everyone that I don't need this last test.
One last test. Okay, cool. That sounds like something swagger like. Let's see. Awesome. So make sure I got everything here. So, Callum, you're a former Yakuza member with Shadow Fox, right?
Yes.
You guys are former members because of what reason in your mindset? How'd that happen? Agreements? You agreed to switch against them? What was that?
So it really wasn't a choice that we made. We were forced into it.
To become members.
Our Yakuza, we'd been there for a few years when a splinter group came back and destroyed our clan, destroyed the Yakuza group that we were part of, and me and Shadow Fox were amongst a few who escaped the just decimation. Without much support from a family, we're kind of lost and looking for some sort of revenge.
Okay.
Possibly looking for allies in that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Looking to bring the downfall of the centipede.
Mm-hmm.
Basically,
Gotcha.
modern day Ronin at this point.
All right, so that's okay. So that's where I was wondering where to go next with it, but that helps me answer something. So your clan was decimated.
Yeah.
Okay, and most likely from our big rival. And then, ooh, this is good. Okay, so then perhaps the Silver Tiger clan can be of aid. Cool. All right, so then Shadow Fox, your shared thirst for revenge with MasterCard comes from. Well,
Yeah,
what do you guys think?
I don't know if MasterCard was part of the Yakuza. Obviously, he wasn't. But I know I was forced into it. But I had a lot of good friends in there. People in similar circumstances. But the centipede just came in and slaughtered them all.
Ooh,
And they
okay,
were good people.
gotcha. So,
And now I'm just possessed by this thirst of revenge for the centipede.
so
But
you're
MasterCard's been trying to, help me calm myself, don't let my eyes be clouded with hate. I don't know if I'm able to
okay.
do that.
So I'm trying to
Okay,
hold
yeah.
you back.
Yeah, from making a stupid mistake, getting myself killed.
so you
Calm
you
the
both
mind.
both
Calm
lost
yourself.
clan members to the Yakuza, most likely to the Centipede, the 100 Arms, and would you say that you're also from Silver Tiger clan, Honey Badger, a different one originally? That you're like sort of also like master level. You lost some like some pupils or just friends?
Is
Just to throw some stuff in there for how the relationship works.
Yeah, is this to Michael or me?
No, to you especially, because I'm talking about your shared thirst for revenge, because you chose that with MasterCard.
right.
Now you both can work on this to make sure that it works out for the both of you.
Yeah.
Because you're discussing the relationship more in detail, but you're the one that initiated that thing. That's all. That's why I'm asking you first, but it's really for the both of you.
I would say I'm with the Silver Tiger.
Oh, no, that I already know. Yeah, that I
Yeah.
already know. I'm just asking if Shadow Fox was with them as well previously. If there's like more ties to all of you, except for Callum, and then they link up with you.
I don't know if I was part of the Silver Tigers myself.
Okay, you can be another type of other faction or clan or something.
Yeah,
but
I
you
murdered
just had that.
Yakuza group.
You have that shared loss of clan members with MasterCard, and that's shared that thirst for revenge. Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah,
'Cause I'm just trying to think of how to frame this because it's getting to that point.
we've all lost somebody.
Right. It sounds like the Centipede and the 100 Arms have definitely taken their toll upon everyone's personal lives and society. So this is going to be some good motivation. So I want to see that drama. Give me the drama. All right. So basically, you have your basic relationships. If you want to elaborate on something before we actually start, please go ahead and do so with each other or with me. Just for the more fun of it, please. Make it connect for the fun. So we've got the Centipede and the 100 Arms vying for power. They definitely affected you personally and other parts of society. They need to be stopped. So we have some good things to go with. I think Yeah. Okay. What is the name of this film going to be?
Beach Ninja.
Oh no.
Just popped into my head.
I'm
It's
putting it
already
down.
taken, I think.
Oh, the Neon Ninja.
Neon Ninjas.
I like
yeah.
it.
So you got that Michael Mann, you know, that neon synth kind of thing.
Okay. All right. Working with it. Neon Ninjas. No. If anything else comes to mind, please add on. You can add on to that if you want to.
Could have a subtitle.
Yes. This could be a sequel. Some of you could just be coming into the sequel. There already could be other Neon Ninja flicks, and you're joining the franchise.
Maybe like
There's
Neon
like
Ninjas.
There's 7 already.
This is the direct to DVD.
Right.
All new characters, but kind of in the same world.
Uh-huh.
This is your chance to get out there. You know.
Cool. You got like Scott Adkins in there. That might be fun.
Neon Ninja, Centipede Knight.
Oh.
Centipede.
Night,
I
or,
love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or 100 Strikes for Revenge.
Oh,
Well, that's the
that's
sequel
a
for
good
sure.
one.
That sounds like a sequel name for sure.
All right.
Strikes for Revenge. Yes. Which one you want to go with? I'm so happy to have any of these. Those are awesome. But
Well,
Neon
I
Ninjas
think
for sure. I think everyone's agreeing on that.
Neon Ninja.
Or no?
Yeah, Neon Ninja's great.
All right. Yeah. I'm digging it. I'm digging it.
We're already thinking about the sequel when we haven't even finished the first film.
Hey, it's got franchise potential. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, if it's already generating ideas, moneymaker. Moneymaker.
Absolutely.
Okay, Neon Ninjas. We can decide if there's going to be a sub to it, or we can just dream up all the sequels that could possibly be. So fun, so fun. Okay, so we got the name of the movie. We got everyone set up. Neon Ninjas. There's definitely be some activity. I think in some urban areas, and then possibly outside of those things. Otherwise, neon's gonna be hard to come across. And that makes perfect sense with Yakuza. All right, so trying to make sure everybody else and everything is good. Sorry, first time putting this together, so I just want to make sure I got everything I possibly can.
Can I take a quick bio break, you think?
You know what? If anyone else needs it, I think 5 minutes is totally go, or whatever you need. By all means,
right.
bio break. Yeah.
Okay, I'll return real fast.
And
think I
then
got-
we start filming.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Boy.
Well, there's an intro I got that I kind of stole that I wanted to do because it helps me set up the chance for you guys to experience, and then we'll literally get rolling.
Okay. So Neon Ninja, or Neon Ninjas, was it?
We'll,
I think
if
either
it's
way.
cool, we'll take like just a 2 minute, so you guys can do bios, grab a snack, grab something to
Yeah.
drink, that kind of thing, and we'll put it to a little break here. So we'll be back broadcasting probably within the next 3 minutes.
Awesome.
We'll be back
See you
soon.
then.
Yeah, I should probably get some water.
Okay. Do we want to do like a recap of everybody joining in, or just pick up where we were? That should be a good question, I think.
I think pick up where we were.
Okay, let's just move. Yeah, let's move it on.
Yeah.
All right, so I totally
Movie
stole
time.
this off a tutorial that I saw, so I apologize for the names not being dropped, but thank you so much for allowing me to just steal your stuff. Basically, we're going to do a red carpet reveal for the movie. Since, as a lot of you says, Nick, you're Kingston's first lead, right? So this is a Thursday night premiere. You guys are getting sort of big. Some of you may have had other roles before. And on the carpet, Sean Kingston. Awesome to so happy to be here, so happy to see you. Thanks for being here for the premiere tonight. I know the fans are dying to see you in action, of course. Why else would they show up? Those flying fists. But if you could indulge us a little bit for us waiting outside, what was one of your favorite lines you got to drop in the film? Just, for those moments.
Oh, yeah. I don't want to go too far into it.
I mean, you don't have to give us dialogue, but what? Give us something to be like, oh, that's the one.
Well, I mean, this one was this being my first leading role. It was different. So I was always the grunt in my previous roles, but it was interesting to be able to come up with something. But I will say, one of my favorites was. Seems your 100 hands was no match for my 2.
Oh,
Dope. That's
a
so
great
good.
line.
I'm gonna be looking for that as a director, just so you know, sideline. That was dope. All right. Okay. Cool. So, awesome. Oh, I know that can't be the only good one, but thank you so much, Sean. We're really looking forward to it.
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh, I know we will. We've been following you since your early career. So up next on the carpet, Mr. Gab Toddington.
Yes.
This film, don't get us wrong. We're never surprised by what you pick. But really, a ninja flick, Toddington Gab. Tell us, please. What was one of the most silliest moments in this for you?
Oh, the most silliest moments?
Come on, we know it's a ninja flick, but Toddington Gab, come on.
Well, I guess I'd have to say is, please don't publish this until after the film has come out, of course. But breaking through a window and screaming, "Get stromboozled," was my favorite moments.
The reporter keeps their face.
I hope so.
Okay, stromboozled?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that's going to be the word of the year. It's going to be on T-shirts and everything, I'm sure.
I hope so.
If anything has shown us, as anything has shown us in the past, Mr. Gab, your words are well known.
Thank you.
All right, cool. So coming up next out of the limo is Jackson Gladstone. So as you're walking up the carpet, of course the photography is on you like everybody else. Kingston's making some gab over there. Gab is actually making some gab.
Also brought my family with me.
Oh, okay. So, in this film, Jackson, Mr. Gladstone, we know that you have a lot of family time dedicated. But what did you do to bulk up so much for this role to become that tough-looking ninja that we saw in all the posters?
Well, I know that.
What did you eat?
Ninja. What is
Sorry,
that?
that's what I should have said. What did you have to eat? Yeah.
That's a good question. A bit of everything. Load up on carbs, eat your vegetables and everything. That's important, kids. Always eat your vegetables. It's a bit of chicken and everything. But for the most part, my exercise routine was actually climbing buildings. I know that for a ninja flick, I'm always doing acrobatics and stuff. So I figured, let's try and get that into my routine. So rock climbing, building climbing, parkour, everything, try to get all limber and like.
Okay. I'll be looking for that. And of course, we'll all be looking for that, sure. Wow, Jackson Gladstone, climbing buildings. Amazing, simply amazing. I can't wait to see this film start. And of course, here we have our next cast member, Mr. Gunnar Boomstick. Or Boomstick, I apologize.
Thank you.
Did I get it right?
The pronunciation of my last name hardly matters, but yes, you pronounced it correctly.
Well, Mr. Boomstick, perhaps you are correct because we all can't wait to see what you're about to do on screen. But tell me, being in this ninja flick, how comfortable were you in your first love scene in this film?
You should know that I am a method actor, and I take the act of romance extremely seriously. I will just say that I was very, very, very uncomfortable and leave it at that.
Mm-hmm. All right then. Well, we have no doubts that you portrayed it masterfully.
We will see.
Okay. So you're all ushered inside to your seats. The crowd is outside finishing up their stuff. The lights go down, and the movie begins. All of a sudden, you're in the middle of a nightclub, and this nightclub is run by no other clan than the notorious 100 Arms, controlled by the Centipede. This club is going off like no one else expected tonight. The neon is blazing everywhere, and so is the steel. All of a sudden, you thought you were there to meet up on what you considered to be a little bit of a rendezvous to see if you could find some friends, as some of you were once rivals and now looking for some support from previous attacks. You find yourselves surrounded by some 100 Arms. These guys have definitely donned the bug masks which they're so known for. They basically have singled you out, pulled their blades, and the music has stopped for the moment, but not the real music, if you know what I mean. The people have started screaming and running in their suits and small dresses. Drinks are spilling, and the toughest looking one sort of points at you and calls you out, saying, "We should have extinguished you all when we had the chance. Now you've come to our trap. We will." So, what do you do?
This is not a great situation we find ourselves in, is it?
No,
you
guys
speak accurately.
Yep. So blades are drawn. We're gonna sort of take turns on this. As a player takes a turn, you determine what action you're going to be doing. Check your basic moves to see which one it aligns with. I'll try to help it align if you're not sure. Remember, I'm doing this for the first time too. A lot of these are similar to what we've kind of played with before, but there's definitely differences. And once you are done with your move, you're going to denote who goes next until everyone's had a chance for the round, including myself. So you can decide if if I go before someone else, stuff like that. And once I'm done, I determine if someone else goes if they haven't gone yet too. So it's a lot of changing and turn and sort of fair play like that.
Excellent.
But since I got the drop on you, you guys get to go first. Usually lead will take it. So.
Okay, sure. So I think.
Okay. Sorry. I should paint a little bit more detailed for you.
Mhm.
Not only you are surrounded, but there are 2 for each of you from what you can count so far, because they know your prowess.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so.
A lot of goons basically right now.
Mm-hmm. So I guess I would be going first, and I think I would basically just be standing and just be, well, let's see if this tiger can squish at you bugs. And I will immediately, my bow staff is actually retractable, so I'm going to, and I have it like strapped to the small of my back, so I will pull it out and in a spinning motion just extend it and get it set up and just run towards them and just whack them.
Okay, so did you drop a one-liner there?
I did.
Okay, could you repeat that real quick, or to the best of your ability? I sort of got most of it, but I want to make sure I got it.
It was, let's see if this tiger can squish a few bugs.
Ah, perfect. Okay, so I was looking for some of that from you. I forgot to tell you all that I'm going to say that each of you have 3 marks on your experience bar already.
Oh, okay.
So if you can give me like maybe 2, in the things that I told you I'm looking for, you can get a level up pretty quick.
Cool.
So I want you to kind of experience another move if you can. Cool. That was perfect. John Smith, go ahead and put another experience tick down. You're up at 4 now. You dropped your one line before you did anything.
Mm-hmm.
And are you attacking?
Roll for it, or
are you attacking them?
It depends, because I can either roll for the one-liner or I can attack.
Ooh, wait, roll for the one-liner?
Because there's a basic move called Killer One-Liner. It's deliver an awesome one-liner or catchphrase.
Oh, okay.
Plus swagger.
Yeah. What do you want to do? What is John Smith doing? I'm saying you got the experience for dropping it, but if you want to drop it as a move to make it really work for something, then go ahead.
Sort of like begin the violence. Let's see. What does the actual move say?
Says when you deliver an awesome one-liner, your roll plus swagger, and then basically it's giving you +1 on your next roll. Or you can give like +1 to camaraderie moves.
Someone who's enraged enemy do the attack to you. Someone you care about is hurt. Okay. I kind of like the idea, since I purposely did the one-liner. I'll roll the one-liner, see how it goes.
Okay.
And we'll go from there.
Yeah, go for it. Roll plus swagger.
That's a 5. That's a miss.
Ooh. Okay. So line falls flat. Yeah, take -1 forward as you're rattled by how lame your line was. The two of them in front of you take a moment to look at each other and giggle a little bit, and then point at you and laugh even harder, as though they understood what you said and totally don't believe it. But it doesn't mean you're out. That doesn't put John Smith out. So now that these two sort of laughed, just for the moment, before everything goes down, who do you think goes next? Do you think they get a chance to go, as in me, or someone else in your crew would give the next chance? Who do you want to give it to? Because typically I have the right to make a move against you, but this is your first one, and
right.
I like everyone to give a chance. So I'm gonna say you can pick someone else instead of me. I love that you tried the one-liner.
Yeah. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but with this game, do you gain experience from misses, or is that a different game? Or
That's
is
different.
That just
Yeah.
okay? That's fine.
Yeah.
Just making sure. This plays into my players' lack of decision making. I kind of like the idea that they would just laugh at me and then just punch me as I'm reeling.
Oh,
Okay. All right. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay. They're just like, okay, whatever. All right. So let's see. They would also have the same. Remember, every villain pretty much has what you have. So they also have katanas, daggers. Like I said, the steel comes out, shurikens.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna throw some shurikens because that's quick. They can get that off fast.
Okay.
As in like, ha, fool. So they're gonna throw them, and because you bombed on it. But as your first one, I'm gonna say you just take one on this one. You're gonna take the one harm.
All
right. Okay. More severity though in the future.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see the other ones, because they get a moment and all sort of laugh. Are also gonna do the same, thinking that you're their leader and you missed your moment. So everyone's gonna get some shurikens chucked at them.
ooh.
They're gonna follow their leader's response. So everyone go ahead and mark one harm each.
Ah.
Is there a way
Ouch.
to dodge out of it? Or like a defensive move?
You have a move for that, right?
Hmm.
No,
Not
like-
sure.
You guys are taking the harm because Smith tried to lay the one-liner down, which would have got him some clout in the beginning of the fight, but he missed, so they all took the opportunity, basically.
Gotcha.
And because they did, I'm gonna say the group did as a initiative. But as a smooth operator, you do have that move called "You Only Live Twice." That's your automatic one.
Oh yeah, I do.
Mhm.
So I receive 3 smooth points, and I can use 1 to protect myself from harm, and then
Correct.
I get a +1 forward.
Correct.
Okay, yeah, sure, I'll use 1 for this.
All right. I mean, why not? You got 3, and there will be other chances to use them too, I think.
Mhm.
So, all right. So you're at 0, minus one point. On smooth point. Smooth operator. All right, cool. So they're done. They throw their stars real quick to get off their quick moves because they think that you guys are just talkers. But I'm gonna say that, of course, that really ticked off Shadow Fox. I'm gonna say his thirst is a little bit more rampant than MasterCard. So Shadow Fox, you get to go next from that attack.
Righto.
What do you do?
So after I dodged that shuriken, but just
Yes, you
All
clearly
right.
just dodged it. Like, what?
you call that a shuriken throw? And shurikens appear in my hands.
Ooh.
Let me show you. And I throw shurikens at them.
Okay, so you're gonna be rolling violence,
Violence, yeah.
muscles, or agility.
I think it's shurikens.
And it should be agility because it's shurikens.
Yeah. So +1, and I get that
You
another
get a
+1.
you get a +1 on this move. That is correct because you just used your point.
Okay,
Nice.
so that is a 9 in total.
9 total. Nice. Okay, cool. So you get to choose one. You can inflict harm, but you take some too. You can inflict harm, but they're driven back. You inflict harm, but a friend is hurt badly in the fight.
I'll inflict harm, but driven back. Since
Okay.
I have shuriken. Yeah.
All right, so because you dodged, you clearly had the moment of pinpointing your moves. You threw your stars right in the eye holes of the masks of the two that threw at you, because you were like, you missed my head, but I don't miss. So you get them, but you're driven back from it because the others clearly see that, and and I'm going to say that someone's drink napkin was right on your left heel as you stepped to throw. So you're kind of like stumble backwards, not really driven backwards. You're a smooth operator, not a clumsy one. It just all looks good when you do it. I'm going to say it all looks good when you do it.
Damn right.
All right, but yeah, you're technically driven back, technically. All right, so I think that puts it over to Master Card next.
Ooh, okay.
So yeah, two are definitely like blinded out, and then the others are ready. Yeah, still raring to go.
All right. I think what I will do, I'm going to jump up, leap behind the bar, sliding across it in a cool manner. Grab a bunch of the drinks there, in their heavy glass bottles, and start hurling them into the ninjas.
Okay. Number one, I'm gonna say you got to pull a stunt to get to where you need to get to.
Okay.
That sounds like a stunt if I ever heard one.
All right, here we go. I see stunts. Would it
Yeah,
be
so you're
muscles or agility?
Yeah, when you perform a badass stunt, because this sounds like you're getting into that.
Mm-hmm.
And because you're moving more fluid, I'd say it's more of an agility stunt.
All right, I get a +3 to agility because of one of the specials I picked. All right,
well,
that is a 9 + 3, so
sick.
a 12 total. Yeah.
All right, you without any loss of your moments in training, like a total muscle memory move, just jump past everything like a gazelle, dancing upon the tips of your toes to where you need to get to, slide across the bar top because it's slick, just like in all the good 80s moments where you need to slide across something. And you grab the deadliest looking of all the bottles, the ones with the sharpest corners on them. 12 on a 12, yeah, you definitely.
All right, would this be another roll for violence or?
Yeah, because you do the cool stunt, so you get to take +1 forward now.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, actually, I mean, can I decide if I want to have the +1 before I roll or after? Because it'd be cool to pass it on to somebody else, like whoever's next.
So what are you trying to do exactly? You're gonna start throwing bottles?
Thinking, yeah. Well, could I pass the +1 I got from the stunt to Patrick?
Yes, you can totally pass it. It says you may pass this. Yep.
All right, I'm gonna do that. I think he's coming up after me. So I will do that, and I will say, let me see, as I'm throwing these drinks, don't worry. None of these are as tasty as the crisp, refreshing liquid that is New Coke. And then I'll go ahead and throw
a can of New Coke at somebody.
Do you hold the Coke up to like your face and like look at the audience as you do this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Loving it.
A little product placement. All right, so yeah, I rolled a 10 + 3. It's a 13.
Damn.
Okay, so Patrick, so Callum's got the +1, right? Because you gave it to him.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So you got 13. All right, so you are. Is this violence that you're doing?
Yeah, with the projectiles of the bottles.
Okay, because you have the whatchamacallit move, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes, I have flying debris.
Flying debris. All such items you use, weapons have the near and refill. Okay, so you have an unlimited supply of bottles now that you're at the bar, basically.
Incredible. All right, I am going to. Oh, go ahead.
Let's see. And if you okay. So they're bottles. They're not designed to be throwing weapons. Otherwise, they give you +1 harm too.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say that you on a 13 not only take out your initial targets, you also cover John Smith a little bit from the guys that were going after when they started it. So that's awesome. I'm gonna say that you take out 4 of them.
Whoa.
That was a hell of a throw. All right, so yeah, 4 gets smashed in the face with the very sharp bottom corner of the bottle. I would say, and their masks sort of get shattered. They're sort of like put out in like the spread angel on the floor, just like being whacked and like lifted off the floor. You know what I mean? As they get smacked.
By the power of my bottle throws.
Yeah, seriously. And there's still a couple more. The music is booming. The lights are still going. Strobes are flashing, but the foes are looking less in number. All right, so who is going to take the next move, MasterCard? Who goes from there from your awesome display of bottle throwing?
All right.
Oh, and your promo. You threw your promo in there. I'm gonna give you an experience just for doing that, even though we didn't agree upon it. That was just awesome. Still looking for the thing that we talked about on the red carpet, though.
Oh, right. Well, I'll let you. The opportunity has not arisen for that.
No, of course. I'm just saying. I'm just reminding. That's all. That's all. I'm doing.
Totally.
That's all. Okay. So who goes next?
I will pass it on to Callum Zone.
Okay.
Excellent. So there's only a few of them left, right?
Correct. You're looking at 2 untouched, 4 that have been smashed in the face, and 2 that were just like sort of grazed earlier when Shadow Fox did some slick move.
I think I'm actually going to try to emote. I'm going to try to bolster us to courage, to action.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you give me a little bit of drama here.
I am giving you a little bit of drama here. I'm going
to
to
see, Callum.
I'm going to kind of flip back. I kind of like a jacket on, kind of flip over one edge. I pull out my katana. I'm going to say to the group, "Do you see this? These are what we are dealing with. These weaklings. Singular, they're weak. Together, as their centipede, they're even weaker. We can take them down. We can stop their bold rush. They are nothing compared to the might of us. We can do it. We can defeat them. We can take down their leader, their lord." I look towards John Smith. "I know you can do it."
Okay. That was that moment. That's the camera zoomed in. You could see like the glisten on the eyeball of your character. Because
single tear welling up.
No, I mean, you decide if Callum's pulling on that tear or not. If that's that moment, Callum's capable. We know this. He's called Calzone for the reason, right? But this is that thing where you definitely like. It's almost like the music does stop, but we know it doesn't, right?
Yeah.
We just hear you a little bit more clearly. So, did you roll on that one?
I did. I got a 9, so I'm going to direct it at John Smith to bolster John into going and taking down this Yakuza lord, whoever they may be.
Did you use your +1?
I did. I set only a +2, so that's a total 9.
I just wanted to make sure because I was hoping you had a 10. That's all.
Yep.
Okay.
And if you act on the motion, you get a +1 forward.
Okay. So that's to John Smith.
Yep.
Emotional support. All right. The Academy just noticed a little bit of something from Toddington Gab, but unfortunately not that 10+.
I know.
For the star point. And don't forget, everyone, like especially Gunnar Boomstick, you should have, I think, 2 star points for rolling 10+.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because I did the agility twice. So yes.
Nice.
Right?
Yeah.
That was agility twice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, which means I'm sorry. So you're ahead on that one, and then let's see. Okay, so Cal, who's taking the next one? Oh no, is it to John?
Well, I think am I the last person in the group to go?
I think it's end of the round right now.
Yeah.
Is that what it was? In the round?
Yeah, I think so. So
Okay.
yeah, John's next.
All right, so John, you have been given this support. Not only, Cal was definitely talking to the group, but you got a little bit more of a fire from that one. It gave you that last look before the camera went to you, basically. So what's going on next?
All right, so you said that like one of the ones that was like in front of me was taken out already, or was that sort of just flavor?
There's like 4 flat out. There's 2 that were like sort of like grabbing for their face to like pull the mask off because the stars hit them there and it kind of like blinded them, minor damage. And there's 2 that were like untouched. And you can say the 2 that were untouched were the ones that were probably going to go for Master Card until he nimbly just got away and started laying people out with bottles.
Gotcha. Okay. So what I'm thinking here is I'm going to sort of position myself so I have more than just the 2 in front of me, and then I'm basically going to slam the end of my staff down and jump up and start just doing like the whole like walk. Essentially, it looks like I'm just walking along the guys, the enemies, and then basically going around the people in front of me, and then as a final thing, just do a round with the staff.
Okay. So you're trying to just sort of distract for a bit, but then come in for the whack? Like
kind of. Basically, like I don't know if you've, like, yeah, like the initial thing was just sort of to get them off balance, and then the last hit was sort of to do damage.
Okay.
Like basically, it was sort of like going. I'm having trouble describing it, apparently. I don't know if you've like seen people just sort of like, do the whole like running along different people like just in action movies. I don't know if that was.
Oh, okay. So you're trying to pull a stunt to come up to come into some violence, basically, just by terms of what the moves are.
Yeah.
Is that the idea? You're gonna run along the bodies of people. Like step along
basically,
the bodies of people.
I was using the staff as sort of like a fulcrum point, or like a basically, and then just running along them, sort of in a half circle or a circle, depending on where I was positioned. And then once they're off balance from that initial move was when the staff would go around.
Okay, to run on people, that's a stunt for sure.
Okay. Sure.
If you're gonna try to run on people, are these your fellow people, like ninjas that are with you, or are these like
no?
knocked
These are
out?
the enemies.
So these like, so are you like running on some of the knocked out people and then onto the backs of the people that are like sort of grabbing their face mask because they're about to like get their move? Then you're gonna like, are you hitting the people that haven't been affected yet?
I was hoping to hit like multiple, like a couple of the ones that haven't been hit, and like a couple of the ones that were.
Do you have anything that says like area effect of a weapon? You have the bow staff, right?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, so basically if you pull the stunt move ahead of time, you can get +1 to do this stunt, and then you can definitely have a better chance at cracking someone with it. But without an area effect, it's harder to hit more than one enemy.
Okay. So then I guess I could phrase it as...
If you said I'm going to throw shurikens, I'll let you split the 2. So it's like, 1 damage, 1 damage. Like I let
Gotcha.
Shadow Fox do that before. Because that is like, why just get the 1 out of there, right? Because it says shuriken, so I'm gonna pretend it's like that.
Gotcha.
It just sounds cooler when you throw in multiple.
Right. Okay, so then I guess I'll phrase it as sort of, in order to get to the weaker ones, I would sort of do the whole like running on top of the ones just to get to the ones that are sort of staggering with the mat and struggling with the rocks, and then just hit one of them
Okay.
with the staff.
Okay, and depending on how your stunt goes, you might be able to affect another. We'll put it that way.
Okay. Sounds
So
good.
go ahead and give me a stunt first, because you are nimbly jumping across these laid out other ninjas.
All right. So plus agility, that would be a 10.
Nice. Okay. So, because you had the +1 from your bow staff, right? So I gave you the 10. Now you get a plus
actually, the plus
Right.
1 from the bow staff
So
would make it 11.
So you had 11. Yeah. So basically, you
So,
succeeded very well, though. So you nimbly,
Yes.
like your training has dictated, you practice, you will succeed, right? Sure, as MasterCard has said before, and always says, I'm sure, always MasterCard, or whatever it is. So you definitely run. I'm sorry, I can't help but get into it sometimes. You definitely run across, and you come in for an easy setup. Go ahead and give yourself a +1 to your violence roll for that awesome stunt, running across the bodies of the fallen.
Ooh. Okay,
Really
that's
good.
max on the dice.
Oh, sick.
So plus
Whoa.
agility would be 15. No, 16 plus with the +1.
Nice.
Dang.
Okay, so you rolled agility for your stunt, right?
Yes.
All right, and you just rolled agility for your violence.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I have I can roll agility instead of muscles from melee, but I don't know if that's
Yeah. No, if you didn't take that move, you'd have to roll muscles to hit them with the bow staff.
yeah.
But if you took that move,
Yeah,
for
and I do have that
pugilist,
move. Yeah.
okay, then you are
Yep.
set. Give yourself 2 experience, which probably puts you over, right?
It does, yeah.
Nice. Give yourself another move.
and
And your pugilist.
And because agility is my little like target thing, it has the little like reticle thing. Does that mean
Yeah.
I get 2 star power as well?
Oh no, yeah. What am I saying? Not experience. You get 2 star power. You have to do
Okay.
me one-liners. What am I saying? I mixed it up. Thank you. Yeah.
No, that's fine.
You're still
Okay.
at 4 experience, if I'm correct, and
Yes.
that was 2
And
star
now I
power in one
star power.
round. That was
Yes.
nice. Yeah. 'Cause I'm gonna give a bonus for star powers when we get there. As you can see, there's many chances for ticks, and we don't know how long this one's gonna go for. So, John Smith, now that you whacked one out cold with that move, and because your stunt was so amazing, I'm gonna say you bumped the other one in his butt while he was not sort of like standing, getting ready, because you came down and smacked the other one so hard. As you landed, you sort of nudged the other guy off balance for a moment.
Okay.
Maybe not a butt nudge, but yeah, it was totally masterfully planned by you as you jumped around them, smacked, and then jumped in. So that's another one down. 2 wounded and 1 stumbling. These guys are looking comical compared to your abilities. Seriously, your rolls have been awesome, and your moves, definitely some action stuff. What's happening next, John? Does Shadow Fox get a move in? Does MasterCard get a move, or do the villains get a go?
I would say I kind of like the idea that after that move, why am I blanking on names? Oh, jeez. Wow, my brain just did a huge fart. Rival.
Cal.
I like the idea that Cal was just like, wait, I can do stuff like that. My turn.
Oh, so that's how your school does it, huh?
Let me show
so-
you.
So Cal's up next.
Yeah.
All right. So you come running around, tip on the bodies, full force, smack the guy so hard. I'm gonna say, yeah, his friend knocks into his comrade. Basically, that's what knocks the guy off balance from your hit so hard.
Yeah.
And the sort of cue music is like dun 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 as you do your move, like sort of like redemption from your sort of not, failed one-liner before. And you definitely have that smirk, even though we can't see your face because you guys, I'm guessing, are all in your garb, or maybe you're not fully. But we definitely see the eyes, wrinkle up around like, take that, as you look to Cal. And then Cal, how do you take it? What do you do next?
Is this still people up left then?
Yeah, we got one stumbling from that blow and two that are basically have now revealed their masks and they're ready to do something, but they're definitely getting ready.
I want to kick a table into the guy that's stumbling and then attack him with my katana.
Okay, I couldn't ask for anything more as a director. Please do so.
Should that be a stunt first then?
That's a total stunt because you are using the environment in a way to help. Yes.
I'm going to just give a yell, a deep guttural yell as I kick the table towards the guy.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because that gives me a +1 to my stunt. Which I didn't need it, so that's a total 10.
Awesome. Okay. Cool. So you get your +1 forward, or you can pass it on right away if you really want to.
I'm gonna pass it on to Shadow Fox.
Okay.
Just as my yelling is a distraction for his enemies.
Okay.
And then I'm going to make my attack with my katana.
Go for it.
That's another 10.
These guys are getting sliced. So sliced.
PG-13.
Yes, of course. As you hit, the camera flashes to the next one. Quick, good movements. But okay, so you is it like a forward kick, like a side kick, like a spinning kick? I'm gonna say with a 10. You got a 10, right?
Yeah.
Okay, spinning kick, nonchalant. Boom, to the side. Table goes flying into the other 100 arms ninja. Is this the one that was stumbling, or one of the other ones?
Yeah, so he stumbles right into it, kind of hits him right in the torso. And as he's bent over, I just rush up and hit him with the back end, like the bottom of the katana, on the back of his head into the table.
Oh, okay.
That's PG-13. I'm not going for the blade attack.
All right, brilliant. So you use the momentum. Boom, table takes the wind out of him, basically puts him down, and you just boom right on the top of his head.
Yeah.
All right, smooth. All right, super smooth ninja move right there. No bloodshed whatsoever. Totally took him out. And damn, that was. What'd you roll on that?
10.
Okay, and you rolled muscles, or so you rolled muscles for the stunts.
Yes.
So that's a star tick, right?
Awesome.
And then you rolled muscle for violence.
Yes.
And that was also a 10 plus.
Yeah, but I think my star tick is I think mine is drama.
No. Your for the yeller, your initial one is muscle.
Oh, it is muscle, yeah.
And I'm also looking for drama from you.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, you guys pulled off some sick moves just now.
It's a cool.
All right.
It's a cool fight.
All right. But my goons are totally goonish. You guys are making this the cool fight. That's for sure. All right. So you totally just bonk. He's down. You give your look back to John like, what of it? Did you see that? You're up next. Touche. Kind of. As your rivalry might dictate. We'll let the audience sort of figure out what all the little sort of lookings or comments.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. Okay, so with that, it's I think either to Shadow or to me, right?
Has MasterCard already gone?
I went once. I have not gone a second time.
Oh, okay.
So let's give it over to
Go for it.
Let's give it over to MasterCard.
Okay.
All right. How many are left?
I believe 2 that are now maskless but ready to do something.
Ooh, okay. Let's see. What if I took a shuriken, hurled it at the disco ball above them, and cut the cord, and it falls down, smashes on them both?
I love it.
Budget Yeah, we can cover it. Okay. So you totally do this off cue. This is totally non-scripted. I'm gonna say.
Oh man, we're going off script here.
We didn't want to have to find first, let alone buy a second disco ball. So So go ahead and give me. Would you say this is more of a stunt?
Well, its goal is to hurt people, so I think violence might be.
Okay.
So you could like knock them out or explode.
Oh, if I would say if you pull off the stunt, I think the violence will ensue for sure.
Okay, so you like me to roll stunt first and then violence, or?
Only because you're not directly violently hitting them.
Okay.
But I'll allow you to roll violence. They're like kind of the same thing anyway. It looks like stunts or violence, same kind of stuff.
Yeah, same stat.
But I'll let you sort of dictate how that happens, depending if it's more stuntly or if it's more violent. You know.
All right, I feel it'll be more violence because the goal is to hurt. Yeah.
And go for it. MasterCard has had enough of this little skirmish.
All right, so that is an 8, and then plus the 3 for my agility makes it a.
Dang!
I know. I chose wisely, I suppose.
Oh my lord! All right, MasterCard.
11. Yeah.
No joke. But a great joke at the same time.
I'm like 5.
MasterCard, expertly with what most people would just call an imperceptible flick of the wrist. Of course, we had the camera zoom in on it though, to make sure it was noticed. And then all of a sudden, where there was once a disco ball, there's one falling. As you see the shuriken just masterfully cut the cord, stick into the ceiling, and at that moment, both Yakuza just look up simultaneously, and then both just smashed right in the face with a bunch of mirrored glass ball.
Very good.
There is a bit of a teeth crunching sound and a bunch of single pieces of the disco ball falling onto the floor and sprinkling, denoting what probably happened to their face, mouth, and teeth.
Oh man, we're gonna do it. That's gotta hurt.
Yeah. Oh,
I should probably do.
Good one-liner.
Is that what MasterCard drops right there?
Okay, but you'd say it like, that's gotta hurt.
All right.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'm doing a killer one-liner. Even as I'm wondering who wrote this thing. Well, I guess my heart wasn't in it at all. Because that's a 6. That's a failure.
Ooh.
It's 2:30 in the morning.
We've been filming all freaking day. What do you expect from me?
Could not expect me to act under these conditions.
All right. Well, with that, as you try to give a one-liner, but it just kind of falls short on the all knocked out Yakuza. Maybe that's why it didn't get received so well. But as you do that, the alarms sort of flare up, and there are definitely not alarms, but the sirens sort of flare up from outside. You can notice them. Your ears pick up on them pretty quickly before you even see the lights. But you know that the red and blue are going to be flashing pretty soon. So as you're looking for an exit, of course, at that moment, one of the bartenders opens up a back exit and sort of instructs you to go that way. What do you do next?
I think I'll follow him out.
Okay. All right. So, as you see this bartender, She's sort of waving you over. MasterCard takes the initiative. And does everyone else sort of follow?
I'm actually gonna just tell everybody like move, 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 like try to usher them towards it. 'Cause I have a move for that.
Okay.
A roll plus drama, which is a 7.
Give me that drama, Cal.
Just like quickly, you're all more important. Go, go, go. But on a 7 to 9, something important is left behind, and that's going to be me.
Okay. All right. So, the bartender Kim, she sort of beckons you over. MasterCard says this way. As Cal sees a moment to be a little selfless, to help out, you yell out the fact that people are coming, right?
Yo, there's cops coming. Y'all gotta get out of here quickly. I'll hold them off.
Okay, so Cal's like, I'm gonna hold them off. You definitely, let's say, 'cause that's one of the bad things, right? Left behind, or
Yeah, something important
Okay.
gets left behind, and that's gonna be
something
me.
behind. Okay, cool. So as you are being left behind, let's see, John Smith and Shadow Fox, do you follow directly behind MasterCard? What are you guys doing?
Yeah.
Who's the bartender's name again? Kim.
I just threw Kim in there.
Yeah. Okay.
She's beckoning you that way. She's like, this way, if you want to get out of here.
All right.
You know what? I'm actually going to do a love scene before I leave.
Oh. Okay. Okay.
With Kim.
Cops are coming. Kim's like this way. You, I guess, go up to her as she's trying to get you out the door. What does Shadow Fox? What do you do?
Right. And I go, Kim, you know you might be implicated in this. Come with us. It's a better life out there than running bars for the centipede.
But she says, so are you trying to?
It's the love scene of when you have a love scene with someone, PC or NPC, roll plus magnetism.
Okay, so you gave her the line,
Yep.
and you're trying to persuade her to go with you.
Yep.
Okay, give
And
me that.
I think I still have that +1 forward that Callum gave me earlier.
I think so because he
Yep.
just went, right?
Mhm.
Cal just went.
Yeah,
so
I
that
never
transfers
got
to
to
you.
go.
That transfers to you.
So let's see. That's
Give me a little-
and
Magnetism.
so altogether that's an 8.
Okay. All right. So choose one. +1 protect or help your lover for the rest of the film. Your head is clear for days. +1 for the scene. The head of your lover's clear for days. He or she takes +1 for the scene. Your lover will die during the course of the movie. When he or she
Whoa.
dies, you may invoke the vengeance move just as through a fellow PC had died, or your
Aw.
lover will show up during a moment of danger to provide critical aid.
I kind of like that last one.
Okay. She looks at you. She's like, if you don't get out now, there will never be that chance later. So leave now.
All right.
And I
Excellent. Mhm.
I will find you. I guess that was what she could throw in at the end. Trying to
I'm
be as
looking
cheesy
forward.
as I can.
I'm looking forward to it. And then there's like a close up between the two of them, like they have to go, but their hearts say no.
Yes. And there's that sort of pregnant pause there, just the look, and then the real blare of the siren.
Just
Okay.
knocks them out of it.
All right, so you definitely get there. You're out. MasterCard's out. Cal gets trapped up by the cops, and John Smith is out as well, right? Okay. So,
I would like to invoke my opossum.
ooh.
Mm-hmm.
So that as they're escaping, they hear gunshots in the distance.
Okay.
So it seems like I have fallen.
All right. We'll say maybe one of the Yakuza had one on them, but they didn't pull it. They just chose to pull the blades instead. Or you maybe grab one from under the bar or something. Since you normally don't have guns, right?
Well, no. So I was thinking more like the cops showing up is the shootout between me and the cops.
Oh, you're actually gonna have a shootout with the cops.
Well, no. So that's the opossum is that my character is played dead.
Oh, okay.
So seemingly, my character dies in the span of the film.
Okay.
So everybody thinks that I'm dead,
Oh, including the audience.
including the audience.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we see we see Kim get them out, and then you all head towards your safe little hideout that you have agreed upon. She goes her way because she has agreed to come back and help out Shadow Fox at a later time. Okay, I gotta make sure I mark that down. So Kim. And then the cameras fade to the outside around the other corner. We see the officers all radio that everything is a crazy situation right here. There are several perpetrators, however you want to put it, and they kind of rush in, and then through the windows you see like this, and hear the flash and bang of the guns. Next scene. Cal's on a table, and the Yakuza are talking over in the next room. They're talking about how they have taken out another one of you, and they're planning to move and do a final sweep once they clear everything out of their little forest retreat base. They have their setup there, and they are ready to gather up the rest of their numbers. That's where their biggest depot of weapons, money, other things that fund their organization might be there. As far as like stocks and stockpiles of things, not stocks. The centipede definitely plays the market. That person's intelligent. But just like their physical assets, or liquid stuff they can do. That's all in their sort of like forest compound outside the city. So they're talking about this. There are two of them right in the room adjacent to you. And you wake up. So after hearing this, Cal, and the location, what do you do?
So wait, where am I in the scene again?
You're in a room on a table. They took you basically. And they sort of searched you for things, and they were gonna use your sort of body as like a token in some way, either as a message or something like that. But there were two other people in the next room talking about this, and they're not paying attention at the moment, but you hear all this information. So basically, yeah, you just played the dead infiltration.
Excellent.
But they're about to come back into the room. What do you do?
They still think I'm dead, right?
They still think you're dead, yeah.
I'm gonna hold off a little bit longer and let them come in the room before I I'm just like on the table, like I'm not bound or anything.
No, they think you're dead.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna wait until in the room and I'm gonna just reach up and bash their heads together.
Love it. All right. Totally. Yes, this is great. The unseen moment. So they come in. They have that same honey badger clan. My ass. Bunch of wusses. More like just. I had it for a moment there. The honey spoon clan or something like that, but I can't think of what it was right now. And then you, as they sort of look at each other like, well, do you have anything else on them? Go ahead.
I reach out, grab them by the collars, and just throw their heads together.
Nice.
And as they fall backwards, hopefully, because I rolled a 9 + 2, so 11.
Yeah, that might do something to them. That was awesome. Okay. So is this a violence move that you're pulling?
Yeah.
Okay.
Unless it's a stunt.
I mean, it's kind of a mix of both because you're bamboozling them, like literally, like you're just like waiting for that moment and then crack. So, yeah, I'm gonna say that it's also a stunt and a violence for that together. We'll just put it together because that was such a good move. Okay, so did you roll muscles on it?
I did, so yeah, 11.
All right, awesome. Give yourself another little star tick. Cool, and
as they go down, I'm like, centipede, more like sniff and pee. I push them away.
Oh, the lines. Nice. Okay. So another line dropped. So as you do that, as they crumple to the ground, though, their comrades aren't deaf. They're all trained ninjas. You hear many, and I mean, you can count pretty quickly through your training of things and your eyes being able to catch stuff. You hear many sort of chairs squealing across the floor, people getting up. Footsteps because there should only be two people and they should only be talking. Nothing should be bumping. But to the left down the hallway is a bunch of doors and a window at the end of the corridor.
Oh, I absolutely. I look around, grab their katana, and I make a rush for that window.
Smart move because you were weaponless. Smart move. Yep. Sorry, go ahead.
And then using the sword kind of like to break the windows, I jump through. I yell, "Get stromboozled!" and just fly through the window.
All right.
There's the line.
Got to make sure it gets in there.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I hope that was okay.
That was awesome.
I was hoping for it. Red carpet moment. So yes, you definitely grab the katana, swift as ever, run down the hallway, fearless as ever. Katana first, slash. Is that what you're doing? Sort of like slashing the window and jumping out?
More like using it to pierce the window.
So running for it and like piercing it first. Okay, gotcha. The breaking point. The window shatters. You drop your line in all its glory, and the slow motion of you with that sort of the 1970s to 80s ninja sound effect that they had. Like sort of like the skipping vision happens, the glass shatters, and you swiftly jump out of the third-story window. Please give me a stunt roll just for fun.
Muscle or agility?
I'm going to let you pick since you did the badass one-liner out the window.
Well, I want to do muscle. That's my best chance.
Okay.
That is a 9.
9. Okay, cool. It's a successful. and you get a +1 forward, which you can. You left yourself in a precarious position, but go ahead and pick whatever it is.
Oof. I hurt myself during the fall.
Okay. So you get your harm. They notice though that no matter what, you're already you're too far away. Okay, so you get out. The other group knows that they all joined together. You get to meet up with them as they are rearming, but don't know what to do. You deliver the information. They now have a plan of what's going on. And you have the location of what to do. So you can keep your extra katana if you want to by the fallen person, or not. It's up to you.
I think I'll keep it.
Okay, so you can have 2 on you if you want to, and you can use that as an effect or something.
Awesome.
And it's also one of theirs, which could, be an effect as well. All right, so you tell them what's going on. They get the information of the hideout. So you guys gear up. You're knowing that you're going to come into one of your biggest fights, the fight that could possibly revitalize your clan, or not, because this is where they keep this is like their big hideout. They're trying to clear everything out of here to make a sort of bigger move towards the city. Mm-hmm. So what do you guys ever choose your gear as far as what it looks like, or colors or anything like that? I think it says you can choose all that stuff.
Not really.
With the outfit, yeah.
I went with I went with the ninja clothing for the armor.
Okay. Are you guys all wearing black? Are you wearing blue? Are you all different colors, like Power Rangers?
Ooh.
I think we gotta do all different colors. Neon
All different colors.
I had
too,
it-
of course.
Neon, yeah.
I had it
Okay.
written down. I had it written down as blue with the tiger motif for my like sort of ninja outfit.
Okay.
Cool. Possibly with the tiger mask, probably, because it does say that it includes a mask.
Yes. By all means, wear the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you guys get your best gear on. You're in your individual colors, representing not only your clan but yourselves, right? You're noticeable this way. No one's gonna mess with you. So you go to this. You show up to this sort of fortress. You know there's gonna be sentries, but you guys are pretty good. So can everybody? Let's see. Oh no, I was gonna say let's see this. How do you want to approach it? You want to try to sneak it in, or just go all in?
I say we get some kind of cool, like, hot rod, sports car, and just drive it, smash it right through the front gate.
Yeah.
All right. You definitely know that you can hotwire some cars if you don't want to use your own to do the smashing and lose it.
Probably.
So I'm going to say you definitely can find one. Probably in the... probably somewhere or one of the off the streets of one of these Yakuza or something like that. And you're going to just drive straight in?
Yeah, it seems the most ninja-like approach.
Perfect. Okay. All right.
Deadly, but not
So-
violent.
The more modern ninja, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Ninja. Very, very tacky.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
In your colored gis, wrapped up with all your gear, fully bladed out and weaponed out to the max, you guys are all sitting in a muscle car. it is raring down the road. MasterCard, I'm gonna say, is the one driving this one, because he had the grand idea of what ninjas should definitely do in a situation like this. So you all just like, yes, MasterCard, yes. All right, so you guys are barreling in. Go ahead and give me a stunt, MasterCard.
All right.
I think that's what's needed here.
Okay, I'm gonna try a one-liner.
Okay, by all means, try this.
You know what time?
Tell me how you're delivering that to or who.
All right, I'll have to say, sort of to the everybody around here. You know what I'm going to do to the enemy fortress. Charge it. It's because my name is MasterCard. It's a credit card.
I got it. It's
Yeah.
good. Very good.
There we go.
Yep.
Charge it. Boom.
Please enjoy my wordplay. So this is with Swagger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's an 8 + 1, but then also -1 because I messed up on that earlier one-liner. So that brings me to an 8 total.
Okay. So your line is hilarious, well-timed, and cutting. But someone is either enraged and immediately attacks you, someone you care about is hurt, or the comment slows down an action scene. Oh, not in a good way. Yeah.
I think it's got to be someone you care about is hurt.
Oh.
Like, as we drive through, someone's going to get hurt. The other ones don't quite make sense. I mean, I guess my friends could attack me because they think my line's so bad.
Can I just say the last one? It makes sense with you just like having to like explain the joke as we're driving along.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right,
Slows
I think
down
I'll go
the
for
action.
that one.
Yeah.
Slows down the action, but not
Okay.
in a good way.
All right. So here he is, all serious-faced, knuckles gripping the wheel. He's moving in. All right. He says his line. You all look at each other, look at him, and he's like, "No, you get it, like charge," and then boom, he actually hits the first ninja. Runs him over, runs through the gate. You all, get weapons ready as that happens.
Jackson's in the audience thinking to himself, we could have gotten a 9, but now we're going to get an 8 because of that one line. Good job.
All right, so ninja flattened, gate opened, and MasterCard delivering his line along with a well-planned scene. Who does it go? Oh, who's it go to next?
Okay. Oh, +1 forward to my next roll, so I can't give it to somebody else.
Towards your next roll, correct?
Okay, so let me hold on.
Whatever you roll next, +1.
I think it's got to go to our lead. I think John Smith's got to like burst out of the car and do something cool and dramatic.
Okay. So depending on what you say, John Smith will depending on how the car shows up. But MasterCard definitely just ran over someone, bashed through the gate, and you're in.
Okay. So I'm guessing that was just sort of to get through the initial gate. So, yeah, I think I sort of actually, could I read a situation?
Yes. By all means.
Ah.
You can try.
Yes.
Roll
So I'm
me
rolling.
plus swagger.
Swagger. Oh no. That's a 6.
Yay. No, remember, failing's not
Not
bad.
use
It's
those
just
dice
sometimes
anymore.
more fun.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay, so
Doesn't say what happens on a miss.
if you succeed, you just don't get any read.
I just don't get any information. So
Okay,
I'm
you're just
like-
still like, what? Charge
I
what?
was like, what?
You are too focused on the line and the joke
Yeah.
that you just can't tell exactly what's going on. So as the car pulls in, it skids basically with that. You're still looking at Master, and sort of like the dust is up, and that's why you can't see anyone either. Hard to read what's going on. You're just still looking at him like, really? All right, so John, who does the next moment get? Or sorry, who gets the next moment?
Let's go with
So that was MasterCard, John.
let's go with our smooth operator.
Okay.
See if he was paying more attention.
All right, so I'm gonna say lead. You were definitely in the passenger seat riding shotgun. So your face was up there, in the camera the whole time. Shadow Fox, you're definitely in the back with Cal. So what are you doing?
After hearing that one-liner from Dr. MasterCard, I'm just gonna be, oh, forget this, and I'm just gonna jump out of the car and head toward the nearest goon I can see and try to grapple him.
Ooh, okay.
Or maybe
Yeah,
I
they
could-
were. Sorry, go ahead.
Or maybe I could just forget this, jump out of the car and then try and land on the nearest goon, like from above.
Okay.
If that's possible.
Yeah, you definitely didn't make a soft entrance. They are filling in like ants.
Would that be a stunt?
You're gonna do what exactly again?
Yeah,
try to
jumping
grapple?
out. Yeah,
Jumping out,
kind of
grappling?
like a grapple. Yeah,
Okay. If you're not trying to inflict any harm to them, I'm gonna say that's more of a stunt.
gotcha. All right. And plus, since I am the smooth operator, I picked make it look good, so I can use magnetism instead of strength for agility.
Cool. Okay, I have a good idea then. Go ahead.
All right.
I think I have an idea.
Nope, that's a 5.
Five.
Oh,
Ooh. Okay. I was gonna say you were about to grab one of their higher ups or captains, but he gets a hold of you instead. He sees the move you do. He knows that it's a basic move. He twists your hand the other way and puts you in an arm lock that pops your left elbow and your left shoulder out of the socket, taking 2 harm.
I'm going to spend another one of my coins. Well, another one of my points. You only live twice.
Cool.
Right.
No, that's a good move. Okay, so you recognizing that counter his move with one of the what was your clan again?
Honey Badger.
Honey Badger.
Oh, you're also honey. I apologize. Thank you. Okay, so I didn't write it for both of you. I don't know why. Okay, so yeah, you're like, ha, I know that centipede tactic, or and then you pull the honey badger twist on him, and realize that a swift little pinky flick pulls your hand the other direction and gets the upper move. So you're out of it, back where you were, but masterfully.
So we're locked in Mortal Kombat now?
You kind of just got out of it. Like, you tried to get him, he tried to get you, and then you got out of that. So you're both just like there again, like ready to do something. It was very, very, very cool. As far as just like, like reversing roles basically, or counter moving. But unfortunately, no one gained any ground.
Righto.
All right, so who goes next?
I'll pass it on to Callum.
All right, so Callum, you're up.
Excellent. I'm going to kick the door open. Draw both my katanas.
Ooh, all right. Boom, doors kicked open. Both blades come out.
And I'm just gonna go ham into the group of centipede ninjas, the Talons, that are gathering. I'm just gonna start slicing. I'm doing some violence.
Okay. Do you give your famous calzone yell as you go in?
Oh man, what was this famous calzone line? Get stuffed. That's a 10.
Oh, all right. Is that on violence?
It is, yes.
Oh shit! All right. So some things are going. That's for sure. I don't think our heads are gonna roll, but all right. So on a 10 plus, are you inflicting terrible harm? Drop something, knock down.
I'm going to hit a bunch of people.
Okay.
And knocked down. So like it's doing harm, but I'm not trying to be lethal. It's like it's obviously like PG-13 violence. Like people go down, but they're not like dead or anything.
Okay.
It's just very like cartoonish violence with 2 katanas.
All right. I'm gonna say that kind of based on your move earlier, you take out both katanas, but they don't realize you flipped them in your hands and you're whacking people with the back sides of them because you're not trying to like slash, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. You're just knocking people out left and right,
Oh,
or
what is
crippling them so they can't do anything, basically.
Occasional knee kick here and there.
Yeah, you are a whirling dervish of blades and feet at this moment. Kick out the door. Tasmanian Devil just. Swords are being knocked out of their hands. Then you're knocking their sword arms. You're kicking people in the knees. You're taking them down. In a flash, what'd you hit again on that number?
10.
10? Yeah, I'm gonna say in a flash, you just took down like 5 people.
Yeah.
Like no problem whatsoever. I mean, come on, this is like you're at their base. You're supposed to show off. So you are showing off. And with that move, you hear enough. And above you on the balcony, you see the centipede.
The centipede himself.
Yes.
Finally revealed.
The centipede is there, and it is looking down at you. Its arm raised. It flicks its arm to the left. Everyone backs away. And in a single movement, the centipede pulls out a huge gun.
Did not see that one coming.
That's a really, really big gun. That's why he wanted everyone out of the way. And he's going to take shots, not only at our actors, but at the car as well.
The car.
Yeah, there's got to be explosions in this movie. Come on.
That's true.
So, butta, and the big thumping, at least like 7.62s are raining down. Right through the engine block, right through the car. It blows up, and it has an area effect. I'm gonna say that everybody takes 2 damage.
Oof. Bad for me.
Does my armor help at all for that?
It would.
Okay. Does that make it like 1 damage or?
I'll allow that. I'm calling this like a huge explosion, like a
Okay.
grenade factor. But I'll allow your armor to take that out. Yeah, that's cool.
You only live twice doesn't stack, does it?
What do you mean?
Like if I use my last point, does that plus 2 I had before?
No, your previous plus would drop, and then whatever this one comes from would add your next one.
So I'll just take the harm then.
Okay. I'm sure you're still fine. Don't worry.
I'm good.
Side note, it's ideal for someone to die in one of these movies, but I'm not pushing for it, just so you guys
Okay.
know.
Well, I got
1 away.
I got a plan actually. I think I might.
But it's actually like written in the rules, like it's actually good, because if you die, you can become an assistant director. You don't just sit there. You get to like have influence on the scenes, and you get to pick what your assistant director role. But anyway, let's keep going. So you all take 2 harm. Boom, car blows up, and then the centipede's like, "See, I told you, nothing. Defeat them." And the centipede is almost going to leave, thinking that was easy peasy. Lead, what do you do?
Um,
I think, or unless MasterCard, you really wanted to go for that one, I'll give it to you. I apologize.
I think I
You did say you had an
could.
idea. You
Yeah.
did say you had an idea.
An idea for my death.
Ooh.
Mm.
Yeah, so I will I'll beckon, and this will also involve the what was in the red carpet moment. I will beckon. Okay, so the blast throws you from the car and hits me, and I'll fall down next to John Smith, and I'll be like, some shrapnel from the car has pierced my heart, killing me. But it takes a while for me to die dramatically.
Mhm.
So he'll cradle me in his hands, and I'll be like,
Master.
my student, you were always more than just that. Did your mother ever tell you who your father was?
She
And
never
then-
mentioned it.
All right, flashback, love scene. It's me and John Smith's mother.
Oh, no!
So I'll go ahead and roll magnetism. It's a +0. I do get a +1 though, so let's see what happens.
By all means.
Okay, that is an 8. +1 is a 9.
Oh wow. Okay. So choose your one. Is this MasterCard at this a point in time, or is
Well,
this
in the
just-
flashback, it is MasterCard and John Smith's mother.
Right, but I mean, like, are you MasterCard, or are you just card at this point?
Oh no, yeah, I'm just card. This is before it became a Master.
Okay. All right,
Visa
gotcha.
card.
Let's see. I would
Dude,
say
Your debit level now.
I can't take. Yeah, I'm a debit card. I can't take +1 because I'm gonna die. What if my lover shows up during a moment of danger to provide critical aid
Okay, cool.
to help
yeah,
John Smith? Yeah.
All right, I was about to get there soon.
All right. And then I'll be like, I was more than just your teacher. I was your father. Now, go, my son. Do what I could not. Bring Centipede down.
The audience gasps.
So did we.
Mhm.
Yeah, that was dope.
Oh, I gotta do a final one. And then, don't worry about me. I'll be sipping a new Coke in heaven.
Oh man! All right. Okay.
And so MasterCard meets his end.
Oh no. Okay, so you're down, huh?
Yes, but I do give John Smith the vengeance move, I think.
Yes, that is true. When a character goes down, vengeance can be taken. You basically get an automatic +10 on combat or stunt move, provided it's done in direct pursuit of avenging your comrade's death. All right, so so
Okay.
such an awesome team.
Ooh, this is gonna be fun. All right. I want to do like a one-liner in response to that, but I can't think of anything.
I mean, the classic "no" is always
Well, there was
appropriate.
but no, I wanted to do something like this charge will not be in vain or something like that, or something. But
The charge will not be declined.
yes.
Or
Oh
MasterCard,
yeah,
you
no,
were,
yeah. This charge.
priceless. I don't know.
Your charge will not be declined, Master. I will avenge you.
Okay. With a small tear in the corner of the eye, the eyes glistening, the grit on the face. John Smith says his line, squints his eyes, and go ahead.
The roll.
Oh yeah. What are you trying to accomplish next?
Well, do you want me to? I don't know. I was trying to do that one-liner or whatever, just to.
Oh yeah, you rolled the one line.
Yeah.
Okay, what'd you get? Plus swagger. What'd you get?
Oh my gosh, I can't roll these one-liners for shit.
It's dice, man. That's the way it goes, you know.
It rolls in the family.
The irony. It's been in the entire time.
Mm-hmm. Line falls flat. -1 as I'm rattled.
But you do get a 10 plus for your next combat one, so.
Yep, and I already have something in mind. So,
Okay, so you say the line about being declined.
mhm.
Okay, and then
I think like with that, the audience is just like, oh.
especially after MasterCard's like graceful departure and touching moment.
Yeah.
they were so taken back by that. Just
Yeah.
Kingston, you're overdoing it, dude. All right, so by the way, Gunner, now that you're behind the scenes, Gunner is sitting back with me, and Gunner, you have a few choices. You can be my stunt coordinator, which means you may suggest a change to one stunt move per scene. You can be my pyro coordinator. You may add an explosion to any player's move. If the player accepts it, the assistant director gets to narrate the effects of the explosion.
Ooh, I like that.
It's a great one. You can be the acting coach. You may suggest line changes and tweaks to dramatic scenes. You may be the fighting coordinator. So you may suggest changes to combat scenes. Location scout. You may suggest a new way the feature of the location affects the role. Key grip. You may suggest a different character to make the move instead. If both players accept, the new character gets the +1. And then director of photography. You may suggest lighting, slow motion, and other effects during the movie.
Ooh. I think I have to go with the pyro one, because I think we're getting to the climax, so we gotta have the explosions.
Okay, cool.
Gotta have an explosive finale.
All right, so you are now the pyro coordinator. Let me know when you want to add an explosion to any player's move whatsoever.
Okay.
For any reason or unfathomable reason whatsoever. Now, because you died before Nick said his one-liner, did you want to blow up anything during his one-liner? Just in case.
I don't know. I don't think it would be dramatic at this moment. I'll wait till the final showdown.
Just wanted to find out. All right. So you did your thing. Let's see. John Smith did his thing. So, John, now that your thing failed, I'm going to make my director move this time because last time I gave you the benefit, but this time I got to take it.
No, sorry.
So at that moment, you look up from the master, and one of the underlings has come and right up behind you in the back, right through to your front side. You see a blade appear. It's definitely a katana mark. That's 2 harm on you.
That would technically fill up my harm.
Technically would, however, you're the lead.
I am the lead.
So, you're down. Blade goes through you. Like, blood comes out a little bit, but not too much. It's either family friendly. You more grunt than anything, we'll say. But you look down and there it is. So you are in a dire moment right now. You just lost your master. The centipede almost made a laughing stock of you, and you are stabbed through at this moment. At this time period, though, because it was asked for, your mother, who was the lover of Master Card, comes over.
What if his mother was Kim?
Oh, that'd be great.
That would be nuts. That would be nuts.
On the other hand, she's already dating Shadowfuck, so
Well, me
dear.
and her split up after we had John Smith. So don't worry. And I'm dead now, so.
I'm gonna say yeah. Kim's there for Shadow Fox, but that would be so fucking hilarious. I got something to tell you, John, but in a moment. Hi, Shadow. Like,
Hey, Jim, I just noticed that you and John share kind of like a similarity in facial structure. What's going on there?
So yeah, your mom creeps up on the top of the ceiling. Actually, she comes sort of down from the shadow, and sort of gives you the look, but you can't see it at the moment. All you notice is that shurikens fly like crazy, and you hear multiple thuds, and literally all around you, including the one that had the sword in you. I'm gonna say like at least 10 ninjas just drop.
I would say some explosions go off too.
Ooh, perfect. All right. So
yeah, these are explosive shurikens.
she,
I don't know, or maybe that they hit like barrels of gasoline that the centipedes have been gathering. The 100 arms, I mean, for some easy explosions.
You are my pyro coordinator, Gunner. You know how to do this. So yeah, we got the budget for it. Yep, go ahead. All right. So you definitely gave our mother ninja female shurikens. Not only did she have flaming explosive shurikens, not only did she have those, but she ended up hitting some of the smoke bombs and gas bombs that the ninjas had laying around on tables and other things. So not only did they go off, but a chain of explosions goes off. So she drops just the 10 from the shurikens alone. Then the tables go off and systematically like sort of clear out these ninjas as they're flying and flipping through the air. Sort of explosions are going off everywhere as one bomb blows up, flies into another ninja. Boom, that blows up. He flies back. Boom, into another ninja. So your job as the power coordinator paid off. The audience definitely has the wide-eyed look and heads back as that happened. So nice. As she comes down, she pulls the blade from you and does a quick little sign with her hands, and your wound closes. Whoa. Enough. But yeah, she basically did a little bit of a ninjutsu on you and closed your wound. Your vision comes back and you realize who it is. Okay, so while that happened, that was badass. That was nice job, Michael. Seriously, that was good. Adding explosions at that moment.
That was great.
She was raining death for a reason. You know, she just saw John Smith go down and took vengeance for sure. So now the centipede actually is really upset. You notice this. It comes back and is ready to take you on because the entire room just got like cleared out. So I'm going to pass that on. Wait, who went last? Who went last? Was it Shadow or Cal? I just want to be fair.
I think I went last.
Okay.
Because I hopped on the card, did the attack, and then we got blown up by the...
Yeah.
Cool. I just want to do it like that, just to give a little flip and stuff. So Shadow, go ahead, take this one. No, wait, no. You went last, so Cal, yeah, you go ahead. Sorry.
Okay. Does he still have his crazy gun?
Yes.
I'm going to rush over to the centipede and attempt to disarm him by cutting off his hand with a stance.
Excellent. Yeah, this is a Yakuza boss. Of course, they're going to have, things to help them out. You guys are the ninjas, so make your move. Are you stunting over there?
I am, and I'm yelling the entire time.
Yes, do it. All right.
I needed it. That's a 7.
Okay, so you pull it off. You get there. Are you still waving 2 swords?
Yes.
All right. So 2 swords, either like you can say like they're coming behind you and you're like sort of running with your face forward and yelling at them, or you're swinging wildly. What happens next? So you're still successful.
So I take the sword by cutting off his hand, or at least cutting some of his finger. Like I cut off his hand so like a gloved hand hits the ground.
Ooh, sick. Okay.
With whatever gun he has in it, so he's disarmed and ready to fight our hero. And I'm gonna let you make a move against me.
Okay. All right. So the right hand comes off. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Holy. All right. So, the right hand of the centipede comes down with it. A huge M60 just drops to the floor. The centipede flings at you as best as possible. Let me check something real quick on the moves for our villain. Yeah, I'm gonna say he's gonna try to get the hell out of there for that move. You just took his hand off. All right, so he sort of yells out, throws a smoke bomb down, as a good Yakuza lord might do so, to try to get away from you, and is trying to bound down the back corridor away from that balcony area with the sort of big sort of what do you call those big not foyers, but the biggest version of that you can possibly think of, whatever the meeting room would be in like a huge place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's trying to bound away since you hacked the hand off, and he still had a left hand, so it kind of just smoke bomb out of there, because you took the big weapon. And yeah, you now know if this was a ninja, even one-handed would have done something more like offensively against you probably. So yeah, you definitely did something serious to him, but the centipede is trying to get away. So Shadow Fox.
Mhm.
I believe that one goes to you next. I think, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Okay. So am I still fighting like the centipede's top guy right now?
You don't have to worry about that person anymore. They got wiped out.
Oh.
They literally did, because they were just like standing there, and then as Mrs. Smith came down, she just like rained steel and fire and death upon a lot of the baddies there. But you definitely would have seen Calzone, run up and go after the centipede after the explosion. That would have been noticeable. You probably would have seen the hand come off and the explosion of the smoke, but you know this. You're a ninja.
Mhm.
So that's what I would say you definitely know, unless you want to read into a situation differently, then you might get more or other info.
Nah, I know exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay.
Gonna draw my sword
Mhm.
and say to myself, tonight, the fox will hunt.
Ooh.
And I throw out a smoke bomb of myself.
Ooh, the
I'll throw out
audience
a smoke
actually
bomb.
oohs.
Yeah.
Audience totally oohs on that one.
So, killer one-liner?
Go for it, please.
Oh, yeah. Thankfully, I have at least a +1 in this.
Give me some swagger.
9. Wait. I got the +2 forward to this, so that is an 11.
Dope. All right. Yeah, you get +1 forward on your next roll. Your buddies are impressed with that liner, so +1 to camaraderies. If you choose to take it, and what are you doing now?
Throwing out a smoke bomb and disappearing from the scene.
Oh, okay. You're just out?
Well, yeah, I'm gonna find the centipede, appeared right before him.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, roll +1 swagger as well. which is +2 for me. That is a 5. Wow, that sucks. So, on a miss, your smoke is too thin, the wind too strong, etc. for your disappearance to work. You look pretty silly, and the director makes a move against you.
Okay, so
Can an explosion save the day here?
Oh.
You throw the smoke bomb down, and it. Well, I'm gonna say it definitely just got in your own eyes. But you're gonna make more of an explosion out of it.
Yeah, maybe the bomb fizzles, but then it rolls into a big barrel of explosives.
Ooh.
Okay.
Okay.
So that could maybe provide some cover as that goes up.
All right. So, okay. So your smoke bomb doesn't go off as you thought. It was packed a little off. Something was wrong with the trigger system. So you throw it down. Tink, it rolls. You're like, what the? But it rolls into a barrel of other ingredients made for bombs. One that wasn't hit by all the other shurikens, and then goes off. Now you said I get a move against you. Is that correct?
Yeah,
Shadow?
I believe so. Yeah.
Okay. So the explosion is amazing. You also, with that explosion, actually cause the corridor to come down where the centipede was heading to, because of our pyrotechnics' awesome thinking on the fact that we just need more firepower on this smoke bomb. The firepower brought down the escape for the centipede, but it put you in a bad spot. That explosion was equally deadly to your body as it was to the ceiling in the room. So I'm going to say that you're going to take 3 harm from that explosion by being by the barrel. However, in a blinding shadow, no pun intended, Fox, Kim comes in and catches one of the pieces of shrapnel before it hits your eye.
Ooh.
And therefore reducing the damage to 2 instead of 3.
I'm still gonna spend my last one for you only live twice.
Okay, all right.
So she'll still catch that shrapnel, but I'm not even phased. I just stand there like, fancy meeting you here again.
Well, if you wouldn't put yourself in such predicaments, I wouldn't have to show up and try to save you. But nice move, Shadow.
Uh-huh. What's this about John being your kid?
You must be confusing me with her, as Mrs. Smith gives you a glaring look like, mm-hmm.
Wait. The ninja just got bamboozled.
Stromboozled, come on.
Stromboozled.
It's on the bumper sticker of the car you guys rode in on. Still flaming.
It was my car.
Or we'll say it was the license plate, just sort of spelled out a little bit,
Oh man,
S
Mandy license plate.
Yeah, STMBZLDD or something like that. Yeah, totally good. All right, so Kim gives you that look, and what was I gonna say? But also, gives you the nod that you're as smooth as ever, Shadow Fox.
Yeah.
As smooth as ever.
Ignoring the fact that you just got tricked.
Well, no, I mean, I thought we kind of agreed upon that before. But
okay.
no worries. Just for the hell of it, give me a little magnetism on that.
Magnetism? All right.
Yeah.
So, 7.
7. Okay, cool. I'm gonna say she tosses the piece of shrapnel up at you, but winks at the same time, and then says we probably should take care of the centipede.
Run on. Let's
All
go
right.
on a little fox hunt.
Yeah, she definitely likes what you did and said, and is totally into it. All right, so the two of you can sort of like, I guess, get ready in your stances. So, John Smith, the wound closed. Your mother seeing to what's going on with MasterCard because she can't believe that he's there on the ground. Cal sort of like lost in smoke up on the balcony. Shadow and Kim ready to go after and help him. You look up and you see the mask of the centipede glaring down at you as it notices its escape is closed off, and the best way out now is past you.
Alright, I think with this, I'm going to activate Dim Mak.
Oh shit! As a director, I'm gonna recall that scene. You have no. Oh no! Please go ahead. Do what you're gonna do. I feared this. What a good move.
I still have that original one-liner that I still haven't said. So, so with Dim Mak, by focusing my chi, I can kill with a touch. All it takes is some brief but intense meditation and a willingness to become an avatar of death. When I meditate on killing with the power of chi, I roll with plus drama. This is gonna be interesting. Because I rolled a 5. On a miss, my meditation on dark chi goes horribly wrong. I take 2 levels of harm. I gain 1 serious overt deformity for the rest of the movie.
Oh, whoa, what a twist.
Okay. All right. So, yes. You let's see. You focus your chi. You get up. You show the centipede that you are still alive. You also put yourself in a bit of a sort of hand signal to focus, but the wound is there, and for a moment it throws you off. It puts you back down to a knee, and then the centipede, I'm gonna say, jumps down and onto you because it knows that it's the fastest way out of there, and you're softer than the ground. So that's how the other level of harm comes about. But as it does that, it falls to the ground because it only has one arm to support. As it jumps down, sort of balances itself, falls over. As you go down on a knee, in your head, you hear the voice of MasterCard. MasterCard, what would you say to John Smith at this moment that you know he needs to hear?
Oh, man. It'd be like, John Smith, my beloved little baby boy. You must not give in to the temptation of evil. Remember the love I and your mother always had for you, and kick this centipede's ass.
There's our one swear word.
Yeah.
Dropped by
that.
MasterCard. Oh, man. Okay, he throws it out there. Audience gasps in 2 forms. 1 at his use of profanity, but 2 at the fact that he came in the vision. It was like, oh! And there he is in the mind of Smith. Smith, your eyes grow wide with that, and you wake up suddenly. Your fist clenched, fire literally almost burning within you because of the wounds. And the hatred and the rage. The centipede gets up, draws a dagger with the left hand, and seeks to end you to get out of here. seeing escape that's actually being possible.
Yep.
What do you do?
I think
You have that vengeance move, so you get a.
I do. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. I think as he draws it, all of a sudden you see it flying away from him, as my bow staff is like has knocked it out, and then with two quick successful moves, I knock him down to the ground, and I stand over him. Seems your 100 arms was no match for my 2.
Awesome. Okay. Nice. All right. So, John Smith's rage fuels him with the words also of MasterCard. Don't leave. No, that's Visa, right? Don't leave home without it. But yeah. He wells up, and as fast as Centipede thinks it is with the knife, it comes out and immediately just flies away before any time to react. The bow cracks it once. The mask splits and falls away to reveal MasterCard's father. No.
Grandpa card.
Yeah.
American Express.
Sick with the new ways of these new clans. Wants to bring it back to the old ways. But the mask cracks, falls to the stunned face of the centipede, the actual centipede. But before any other realization, the second whack comes across and knocks it out completely. With a spinning sort of maneuver, the centipede falls. Is this a death hit or just a knockout?
Let's see. I think with MasterCard's words, it is not a killing blow, because that would. I think he takes it as going towards the darkness, and killing him outright would be going even further than he's already attempted.
Okay. I'm gonna say that with that knockout, he definitely just sort of whacks, spins, teeth fly again, as in reminiscence of the disco ball and teeth flying out earlier in the film. We're gonna keep that as a running thing, I think. And he sort of has his eyes sort of cross in the silly sort of way, and then falls down from being knocked out from the vengeance of the bow. Okay. With that, the camera sort of pans up a little bit and gets a more opening scene. The smoke is gone. Cal and is accompanied by Shadow and Kim. They bring him down, and you all gather around MasterCard. Make sure that you grab him, and the final few words are said. Anybody want to drop an end?
I think John Smith should, if he has one.
Yeah.
It's his movie. He is the lead.
Well, we may have defeated our enemy now, but I don't think this is the end.
As you say that, a phone, sort of an actual corded phone still, is in one person's hand at a very elaborate desk somewhere and hangs up. And you see a hand come up with a cigarette holder, and you hear a voice saying, "Well, it seems they defeated my brother. Too bad they don't know who the real centipede is."
Damn!
Credits.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah. Neon Ninja 2. Centipede's Revenge.
Yeah. Badass, everybody. I have to say, badass. Thank you for all being amazing actors and characters.
Well, thank you.
In your movie.
Great direction.
Yeah, that was fun.
Awesome. I love this game.
I as soon as I read it, I was like, holy crap, this, yeah. Good stuff. No, definitely good stuff. And no, I know it's getting late. I know we went like way past, I think, what we agreed upon. I'm sorry for that. But thank you. I had a ball. I hope you all did. I was gonna have something like outtakes too, like, they have bloopers at the end of the scene.
With enough drop lines, I think we have our bloopers.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like, what's your blooper moment? Which one was it? Stuff like that. And then from there, based upon what you say in a blooper is your last chance to sort of get like a point or a tick. And then whoever has the highest star ticks is supposed to be the lead for the next film. I forgot about it going into the last battle. I was gonna say, take your star ticks and give yourself a plus to a move on however many you have, but I forgot to tell you guys that. I apologize.
Oh, that's really cool.
Does anybody want to like come up with a blooper?
Sure.
Yeah,
I mean, if anybody has a blooper, man, I'm down.
I think it's an alternate scene at the bar in the very beginning. But instead of pushing the table into the person, I pull out my nunchucka and begin to like yell and then nut myself.
The classic nut shot.
Of course.
Oh, cut!
Why I never used it again.
Yeah, you hear the cut, and he's like, "No, I'm not cut. I'm just hurt."
I don't think. Let me look.
Cut, more like nut.
Oh,
I think I did star power.
awesome! That I totally would say is worth it. Holy, yeah, that was good. Good one. Because their table move was awesome.
Oh, so good.
Yeah, that was really good. You guys had seriously badass stunt moves and hits today. Really good stuff. Yeah, Calzone gives his little blooper there. Anyone else? That was good.
Any? I feel like a lot of bloopers are like the freestyling one-liners. Where they give it to the actor and go, just say a bunch of one-liners and we'll pick the one that's good. I mean, we've all seen those, right?
Yeah.
Because I was like, the MasterCard. I mean, come on. There's like 3,000 of them, and anybody could have used them, right? Anybody could have used them using his name. Yeah, just Calzone. Come on. I mean, let's be real.
Just messing up the word Strombozy every time. He's like, Strombazzled. I mean, Strombozy. Strombiggle. Strombo. Like, I can see that happening.
Absolutely.
So, anybody else? Because that was great. I love that. I didn't know there was bloopers at the end of this.
I can see like a blooper being instead of that last line, just being like, "It seems your 100 arms were no match for my bow staff." Wait, no, that doesn't work.
Oh, I'll just get it mixed up. Probably not a blooper, but I'm sure Gunnar had like a meltdown on set and had to be like talked down from jumping off a rooftop or something.
Jeez, I caught it on film too.
Look,
So,
he's a very, very high-strung actor.
At least use the
Yes.
footage.
just put a gun in my hand. Just put a gun in my hand. I'm fine. Don't make me.
Yeah.
Jackson's would probably be when he threw the smoke bomb, but it actually worked. It's like,
Oh,
Okay, that worked. No, Jackson, it's not supposed to work. But that's what it's supposed to be. Okay.
Everybody's coughing. You can't see anything.
Clear the set. Clear the set.
Turn the fan on. Though the other way.
Oh, I could also see like a couple of times where like the retractable bow staff doesn't actually like extend and it like, or like it goes halfway and I'm just like, oh, god dang it.
Like shaking it and then it pops out, hits you in the face.
Smashes into the boom mic.
It happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the grip's just mad at you, like, come on, man.
Sound guy's just like, oh, cut. Now I'm gonna have to get a new boom mic.
Something I'm wondering though. Was Kim John's mother, or was John's mother someone else?
We had two
I kinda
separate
forgot
characters.
We had
Yeah.
two characters.
I just threw in
Okay.
Mrs. Smith.
Okay, gotcha. That was kind of confusing. That. Oh well.
Oh, sorry, that was a weak plot point on my part. I apologize.
That's alright.
Thought it was fine.
That's what fan fiction is for, right?
Would have been damn funny too.
So cool. I'm down. This is super fun to watch. Like, it really was. I'm sitting here. I was like, yeah, the cameras are off on my end, but I listened to every little tidbit here. So it was really fun. Thank you so much, Dallas, for putting this together. This has been amazing. Know that we are going to do these kind of, I don't know what I called them, T2T Tuesdays, just as like an interlude until it's just a little bit of a hiatus to give some people a chance to run some stuff and play around with some systems. So before we sign off, let me do this. Here we go. Before we sign off, there was a question that got redeemed. And of course, you know, Kat, when she's watching, she likes to redeem her table tokens.
Okay.
So here's what it is, though. And it's kind of rhetorical. And you might understand what it means. And we might find out what it means next week. But the question is, are you ready to bravely venture where no person has ventured previously?
Of course.
So I got my red shirt. I'm so ready.
So there's no trademark on that, as I can tell. I like the way she worded it. But join us next week. We're gonna try some new stuff out. Looks like we're doing lasers and feelings, correct?
Yeah.
As everybody's moving around in their life and growing facial hair and growing their hair out. Mine was done with paper shears, my hair. My wife and I, we attacked this. So yeah, it's crazy underneath here. But I appreciate the beardage that's happening now these days.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. But no,
Not even that long.
yeah, next Tuesday, unless things change, just check our social media. We broadcast everywhere, wherever you're watching it right now. If you're watching, it will be there again next Tuesday. We will have something, so just keep in touch because we will be there. So, what was we might as well sign off the right way, right?
Hell yeah.
We're gonna do it. It's still time to tabletop. So, So until next Tuesday, make sure and get together with your friends, pull up a chair, and make
time
to
tabletop.
I let you guys do it because it's all delayed. All right. I love you guys. I miss you guys. I can't wait to see you, everybody in person. We will talk to you very soon. Bye.
Bye.
Folks, hope
Take
you
care.
enjoyed the show.